Let me start this because I see you coming in rare form, man. I don't want to miss none of this, man. Good afternoon, young sir. How are you doing?
I'm not coming in the rap form, bro. You just be on that bullshit though.
See what I'm saying, man? I just,
How are you gonna say you got more going on than me, bro? And you don't know what I got going on.
you
So
okay?
so
Hold on, hold
how
on, hold
could
on.
you even make this statement? So that's like if I came on here and said, bro,
Yeah,
you have no reason to ever be late for the pod because you ain't got shit going on.
I didn't say that. I didn't say you didn't have anything going on.
No, you said that you be having more going on than me. So you're insinuating that you know what I truly have going on.
No, I'm insinuating that that you have a better grasp on what you got going sometimes than I might have. I might have things that I don't have a total grasp on at times. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. It's bullshit still though.
You know what I'm saying? See,
What is that behind you? Laughing for the nerd? Is that say nerd or
I said
herd?
herd.
Oh shit, what's that about?
That's
Laughing with the herd.
I'm
Okay,
with the
okay.
herd. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm glad you asked that, man, because we're going to have one of the comedians that is on the Laughing for the Herd, Laughing with the Herd on here today with us. Um, that's the only reason I was, trying to be somewhat, time, um, I guess, not seeing a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I might have been a little bit time Nazi, a little bit, you know.
No, you're always the time Nazi when you're ready.
No, 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 no. Okay.
But it's cool though. But next time, I think if when we want to record earlier, you
Yeah.
should hit me earlier than like 10 minutes before.
Well, I thought we tended to record earlier on Sundays always.
We try to. We never record earlier on Sundays. The
Oh,
only time we truly recorded earlier on Sundays was when we recorded in person. But usually, I'll hit you, and it's the regular 9 or 9:30 because at one point you were hooping on Sundays. I'm assuming you don't have the Sunday league anymore.
well, I don't. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, now I think it's coming back, but I don't have it now. You're right. I don't. See, I be having a lot going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's more than you maybe used the wrong word. I, unlike the grade zero, am not afraid to, step back and say, oh, yeah, I misspoke here. I can, I can go back on the words that I said and, rearrange them to make them more palatable.
Now you
To,
got smoke with zero.
no, I don't got smoke with nobody.
Oh nah, I saw some of your posts. You got smoke again.
I ain't got smoke with nobody,
I
man.
saw your post, man. I was like, oh shit. I guess
What,
he
what post I had
back on his
about
bullshit.
What post I had smoke with anybody? What
Nah, I'm just saying. I saw your new phrase. Your new phrase ain't gonna be no cap. What's your new phrase gonna be?
I did say no trader. I just said that
Yeah, I'm just saying. I thought
because
you was past that.
it
You
was a
put that
joke, bro. It's a joke.
I mean, it could be a joke for you, but some people might not take it as a joke. I mean, you
That's
already
their
got
fault.
that. You already got that phone call once, and then you cleaned up your post. So I assumed that you weren't
No,
gonna be doing no more of that kind of stuff.
I didn't clean up my post.
Oh no, you sent a cleanup post out. I
No,
saw
no,
the
no, no, no.
cleanup
That
post.
that 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 was not a clean up post. That was
It
how I
was
really
definitely a
felt,
cleanup
bro.
post.
No,
Nah,
see how
cause
you be trying to frame stuff, man.
you spoke how you really felt in the comments of one post, and then you told me
I
that
told
you
the
got a
world.
phone call.
I told the
Yeah,
world
you
that.
told the world you got a phone call,
Yeah.
and then the next post you put out there was like
The next
this
one you
family
saw.
business.
The next one
The-
you saw.
this family business, and it was nice and PC how it should be.
If
And
you
then the
no, if
next
you
one
want
I saw was jokes.
you want me to go back and pull a post up and show the timestamps that they were like minutes apart.
Oh, I don't, bro. You
No.
could have got a phone call within minutes apart.
So you think I got a phone call within minutes and it hurt? No, man. I got the phone call that morning, the following morning, after both my posts.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
No, no, that's not okay, bro, because you're painting a picture that's untrue to the
I'm not
public.
painting the pictures untrue.
Yes, you're trying to say
I'm painting a picture of
I
timeline
switched it
post.
up.
Well, you did.
I didn't, bro. I didn't switch it up, man, at all. I did not switch anything. I'm not a
What
switcher.
time are our guests coming on? You are a switcher though.
No, I'm not, bro.
No, you really will have like one take on a Tuesday, and then that next Thursday you'll have a different take that is switching up from the take you had on that Tuesday. But it's okay though, because we all from time to time flip flop.
Nah, see what I'm saying? All right. Let me see.
We're all flip floppers. We're flipping of the flip floppers.
Look,
It's okay.
4 days ago, four
JB,
days
you don't
ago.
have to.
I'm
JB,
putting
you don't
no.
have to prove yourself to me. It's
I'm
all
talking about.
good,
It's
bro.
not for you. It's for the people who believe the foolishness you say. Um,
Apparently, from what you tell me, none of the listeners believe any of the foolishness I say.
5 days ago, I posted about for the umpteenth time. These guys just act for the camera. I posted that, which I've never not said that, never changed. I still feel the same way about that. Then I said people. Oh, then okay, that's nothing to do with that. There's nothing to do with that. Then I said real G's movement sounds like lasagna. Okay, and then 10 minutes after that, I saw two men admit to their accountability for a blemish on the city. We need these two entities to break the mold and unite in the face of controversy. I think that would be dope. That's not backpedaling on nothing, bro. I
You missed out the most important post that probably got the phone call.
That's it. That's the only post
Nah,
I
you
had.
had a post that said Trey was known for sucker punching MCs or something like that, and
Oh,
then
that was 6 days ago,
inside the comments, y'all went down the whole diatribe of the shit, and that's what you said got the phone call.
bro. That was, bro.
That was 6 days ago,
6 days ago, I got the I said
and
that Trey.
that's what prompted you to get the phone call. And
No,
then the post that you just read that I said was PC was 4 days ago.
the post that prompted me to get the phone call was when I said for the umpteenth time these guys just act for the camera. They pretend to be neighborhood saviors, men of good service, but their hearts are foul and self-serving.
I'm gonna be
These
honest
ain't
with you, bro.
gangsters. They're scared little boys. These ain't killers. They bullies. You can't be a part of the solution of the problem. That's the one that got me the phone call.
That shouldn't have got you a phone call, bro.
I'm trying to tell you,
I'm saying I'm not arguing now. I'm saying that shouldn't have got you a phone call.
but I agree, but that's what got me the phone call. You know, playing some stuff in the background, but yeah. But like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I had to say the no trade because like both of these to me, this is tomfoolery, bro. This is tomfoolery at its finest on both parts, right? On both parties. And they're just using the internet to be more foolish, man.
Why it just can't be uh a family dispute and two players just had a fuck up, and then we piece it up and we
You know
roll
why?
on.
You know why it can't be that?
Why it can't be that?
Because it's people that's not in the family that's fighting. And and this is not something that happened last week or last month. This is like 10, 15 years brewing. And most importantly, when you do something in public, it's no longer family business, bro. If I go outside and slap my wife in front of everybody, I could have been beating her for the last 20 years and nobody knew. But me doing it in public makes it public business. So that's why. But I think that both the parties got. I mean, like, man, I don't know, man. It's just funny, bro.
It's only news because they're celebrities. But if me and you have a boxing match in the street tomorrow, and you jump me, it ain't no news. This is gonna be a nigga got jumped because we if because they are people of notoriety. It's news, and it shouldn't be. I feel like they should be able to do whatever they need to do behind closed doors to make the problem right with them, and
Yeah,
then all this like this news cycle to keep it going. Cause you know what, man, both these brothers have put out music, regardless of how you feel about whoever's music.
yeah.
Both these brothers have put out music in the last 15 years, and I feel like they ain't got this much attention with their music from niggas from the city. If niggas from the city supported niggas as much as they do when somebody fuck up and they want to throw them under the bus and talk down on them, and I'm
Hmm.
not talking about you at this point. I'm talking about the people who are making this a news cycle. Like if they show this much attention to positive shit when these boys dropping music, you know what I'm saying? I think we'll be better as a city when it comes to the camaraderie of the rappers. But when something fucked up happened, then that shit hit TMZ. Why Trey and Zero last albums ain't hit the internet like this? You know what I'm talking about? I be seeing this shit on TikTok. I'm seeing niggas commentate on this shit on TikTok that ain't even from the city.
Well, I mean, because they're two national artists. But I think that I think what you're saying is kind of like it's kind of outlandish to say that. Well, so you think that Houston doesn't get behind zero projects and Trey projects?
Nah, I'm not saying that. I just think it ain't. it ain't. I don't know. This might just me being naive, where
Mm-hmm.
I just wish sometimes the negative. I wish the positive is as loud as the negative sometimes. So, and it might just be me being naive, bro. I know that controversy sells. You know what I'm saying? And a nigga can be doing positive for 128 days,
Yeah.
but on day 129, if a player have a trip up, that'll make national news before the 128 positive days or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I might just be being a little naive. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I think Trey does make the news a lot for his positive, and that's what my commentary was about him. Like he makes the news a lot for his positive, for his relief game, for his things he does. He makes news for that a lot,
You're right.
right? But what I'm saying is, if you're in that space making the news for those things, then how are you even in how are you even in that range to be doing that type? Like it's like me, right? That's I don't yeah like me. I'm already knowing when I go to the corner store, I can't be in there smelling loud because
You
it's
got to act
because
right.
not that I gotta act right. I'm just knowing that is I'm not unaware that there are people who look at me in a certain light, and that I'm not unaware of that, and I can't see how Trey is not aware of that. Like there's no way you cannot be aware that people look at you with a certain light, and so and that goes for all these entertainers. You know what I'm saying? Like we're so selectively our morality is so selectively moral. It's so selective on what's what's good, what's bad, what you can do, what you can't do. And so it allows for anybody to be able to do anything at any time.
But let me play devil's advocate. When
Yeah.
we all are humans as well. So
Yeah.
even though we might have a platform where we have a certain uh, you know, we have a platform where we need to make sure we maintain a certain image for the things that we're doing.
Mhm.
Like I said, it's like we've said, it's a 15-year thing that's been brewing.
Yeah.
What happens when emotions take over and it's a spur of the moment thing and I just slipped up?
Right now, we ain't slip up, bro. How I slipped up, man? How come I ain't slip up for 15 years?
Well, no, that's the thing. So I would say if this is something that he does habitual, I would be like, man, homie is really contradictory of what he preaches. This ain't something that we've seen him doing once a year or once a month. Like this is something that has happened. Like you ain't seen him do nothing like this.
What you mean? This ain't the first, second, third, fourth time that he's been involved with something like this. What you mean? They was shooting at him at Trey Day.
Whoa,
He
whoa,
got
whoa,
shot at
whoa!
Trey
Talking about, talking
Day.
about, talking about, talking about, talking about, talking about.
Yeah.
Now you can't put that on him if he's being shot at.
Why people shoot at
He's
you?
not doing the
Hold
shooting.
on. Why
Come on.
people? How often you get shot at?
Uh, but see, it's a different. It's a different. I'm a different person
I'm
though,
asking you a question.
because
Let's see.
me and you aren't in certain limelights or light or lifestyles. So you can't say the brother. You can't blame the brother for getting shot at
Listen,
because
I'm asking you a
it could be
question.
several things that could cause someone to shoot at you.
So what? Well, okay. So let's keep this a bean. Let's keep this a bean 1,000. No talking sideways. No being real, bro. He's a singer,
Rapper.
rapper. He's a singer. Rapping is type of singing. So he's a
Yeah.
singer. He's a
Yeah.
singer.
Okay.
Why am I shooting at a singer?
There could be plenty of reasons
Give
why you
me
can shoot
three
at
good
him.
reasons to shoot at a singer.
Jealousy. You want to rob them. You have an issue with them.
So you telling me that I'm so jealous that I come to a function where we're giving away free stuff to the community and I shoot
Yep.
at you?
Yep.
Well, how come they don't shoot at other people's events in the same? How come how come these things like this happen and hit like this is not the first time. Like he had an issue with Mike Jones where he wasn't fighting on Mike Jones.
Who?
He had he had an issue with Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
At the Ozone Awards.
Yes. He had an issue with Nate.
See,
This,
you on
this
a slippery slope now.
how is it a slippery slope?
Because now you're trying to go back and judge every situation with somebody.
no, I'm
And
saying
you're not. No, no,
patterns.
no. Listen.
Yeah.
You're going back and you're trying to judge every situation with somebody, and now you're not giving somebody a chance to grow. We all know the background that we all have come from, so someone can say similar things about you. It's not at the extent that you have been shot at, but someone can go back and say similar things about you and say, well, you had X, Y, and Z happen in your past, so you ain't what you portray yourself to be today. Someone can say the same thing about myself. Like we all have skeletons in our closet. We all have things that we were doing that we're not proud of. And sometimes we don't allow people to evolve and change. We always want to go back and say, well, what they were doing. You're not talking about something that has happened to this man 2 years ago. You're talking about stuff that's happened in the past.
Hold up. So if somebody repeatedly has the same action reaction to something repeatedly, like okay, when he had an issue with Mike Jones, when he had an issue with Nate, when he had an issue with Zero,
Did he jump? Did he jump in the Tay?
he got on a song called "Bitch" and was you know what I'm saying, they were gonna stomp her out basically.
Did they stump her out?
Well, I'm saying, but hold on. What I'm saying is now you're
Or
trying to
did he make a diss track?
listen. What I'm saying, but how are you dissing somebody for doing their job, bro? How do you
We've dissed somebody for doing their job though.
who
So let's keep it a buck.
who
We've dissed former
who?
managers. We've you know who, nigga. We've dissed former
So you
managers.
telling
We've
me
dissed 90. We've dissed 97.9 a box for not playing our shit.
that's
Like
not doing their job? It's not doing their job.
we
We've
bro
dissed them for not doing their
bro.
job, not doing their
Nate,
job.
see, bro, I don't know, bro.
No, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
not.
You're talking
I'm
about
not. No. I'm not trying. I'm not rocking with what you're saying. Cause you're really going back and you're just pulling up shit in the past of someone's past.
I'm
Like
pulling it up and
you're
shit, he
not.
did
You're
it.
not. You're not giving about anything, bro. So what happens? If somebody goes back and pulls my record or pulls your record and say, "Oh, this is what I found in your past." The shit you speaking now.
No.
You're not. No, it's bullshit.
You're creating a narrative. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not creating
hold on,
that.
let me finish. So you go for the last 3 years and look at my past and say, okay, you don't see incidents that are similar
Yeah.
to what I did 20 years ago. But I'm saying
Okay.
every 3 and 4 years, you're seeing this person do have the same issue with the same incident, the same response. He has the same.
All right. Give me three. Give me three examples within the past 5 years.
Let me see. This is one.
No. Outside of this, outside of this, you give me three examples within the last 5 years of this man doing what you said he did.
What you mean? Not being in a position that he said he's gonna be in. What I'm saying
Sure,
is like,
go ahead.
what I'm saying is when this is maybe 5 years ago when what's called got shot up, right? When
Who got shot up?
the source war, I mean, Trailer got shot up, right? That situation got shot, right? So was the response? In fact, that's what started the whole beef with the Tay, bro. But even more importantly, the guy who claimed, like, it was two guys who said do it. One guy was Sauce Walker who was bragging about, yeah, that was me doing that. I ain't seen him doing the Sauce Walker. He did songs with he doing songs with Sauce Walker. Like what I'm saying, I'm not trying to make it about him. I'm just saying, bro, we've given him, he's gotten the pass, and it's not him. Let's take him off him. We give our entertainers passes. We keep giving them passes to he who's given greatness. They have great responsibility too, and we don't have it.
You asked me to give you three examples of why someone would shoot at me, right?
Yeah.
I gave you three examples. So then we say, well, when this young man was involved in a jumping incident, all I simply said was, we are humans. It could be heat of the moment. This is something that has happened that is not conducive to his character within these last 5-10 years. And then you respectfully you said, nah, I disagree.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying this is the same reaction.
No. Listen. So all I'm saying is, if it's the same reaction, give me three examples of the same reaction within the last 5 years.
I'm not I have to look because I don't listen to him like that, or I don't follow him like that. But what I'm saying is this.
And when I'm saying that, it can't be. I ain't talking about like he did somebody in a song. I mean,
But what I'm saying
whoa. Listen to what I'm saying. The reaction that we're speaking of is him jumping Zero. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at. I want some examples. If this isn't new behavior, if this is conducive to his behavior, of late, I just say give me three examples within the last 5 years where he's done something similar to this.
This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, and not trying to. I'm trying not to harp on this guy, but I'll say it this way.
Well, we're talking about him.
Okay, let me say this. So you think that somebody who would do that in a public forum to somebody who's a public figure, you don't think that smaller entities are not getting the same treatment and nobody's hearing about it? Just like you said, if me and you had a fight, nobody would know, right?
Well, I would
Right?
assume, yeah, right. That is what I said. But I would
So you
assume,
think you
no, whoa,
think
whoa, 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 time out. I would assume the streets talk. And you told me last pod that you navigate these waters. So I would assume that if he is actively doing things like this, someone would hear about it. And so all I'm saying
that's
is,
what I'm saying.
no,
If I'm
no.
trying,
And
no,
so this,
how, bro? You
what do you
just
mean
said
how?
it. You just said it, bro. So if if said known, let's say random rapper, right, gets into a fight or goes somewhere and they beat up so and Joe Blow. Besides Joe Blow people, who is gonna know about it? Why would it make the news? If it's done in private, it's not because once again, this you talking about things in public forums.
So all right,
That's
let
what
me
I'm
ask you a
talking
question.
about. I'm just saying
Are we making this judgment on situations that you know of but you can't speak of,
some
or are you making this judgment on uh, the assumption of things that could be happening from his behavior?
I'm saying I'm saying it from both angles, and more importantly, like I said, if you are what you say you are, there's a certain way that you move. Like if you are the leader of something and something's happening, you're the leader, bro. You're the one that can say, y'all chill out. Not here, guys. We'll do this some other time. But that's what leaders do, bro. That's what leaders do. Somebody who says, "Hey, boss, I'm the leader. I make decisions that's best for the group, regardless of what the group thinks."
As a leader,
I,
have you ever had a trip up?
but I'm okay. But see, I'm saying you keep saying a trip up. I'm
Because I
saying,
know I have. I know
but
I
listen, to what I'm
have.
saying, how is it that no, bro? You can't. You like I said, we always want to give these people a pass, man. There's no way in the
Oh,
world.
I'm not giving anybody a pass.
It's no
I'm
slip
asking
up
a simple
then.
question.
But it's not.
So
It's
you
not.
so what you're telling me is no matter being human or not, if you're a leader, there's no way you can have a slip up.
No, no. What I'm saying is that to label it a slip up is minimizing the severity of the actions, right? You just
Gotcha.
say, "Oh, somebody had a slip up." No, I ain't a slip up, bro. You. It's not like you don't talk about this situation. Not you. I'm talking about him. I'm talking about rappers. It's not like they don't talk about these situations. These various situations every other song. Like every song I'm making, I'm talking about if I see a hater in traffic, these people want to hate on me. We talk about this. This is what you talk about. So when a situation arises and you act a certain way, that lets people know, man, this is how you went. This is you not just if I'm saying when the feds come when right now in Atlanta, they mad at the DA or the whatever she is, because like, well, if you want to rap about doing these crimes in my county, I'm gonna come get you about it. And they want to say, "Oh, now we're just making music," but the actions line up with the actions in the music, the actions in your life line up with the actions of this music. The actions in your life at this point, several times over again, have lined up with your music. So how can we do anything but assume that you blind you somewhere in this equation you're not telling the truth. You literally are saying you're the truth and you're not like you came the funny part is you came out. This person came out and was like, "Man, that never happened. He making that up." And then back though, it's a film of him saying what the other guy said happened, bro. Exactly like he said it. So now you didn't have to say nothing. You could have sat back and been like, you know, I'm gonna let it play out. But you came out because you were embarrassed because you got something because you realized, oh man, I'm gonna mess up some real stuff, and I'm trying to protect my name and say what didn't happen. But we all saw what happened. So now, how far, how many times do you have to lead us down a path that's not what you say it is for us to think that, man, you're not being truthful a lot.
He shouldn't have just never said nothing, bro. He should have just said we squashed it, we good.
That's what I'm saying. He felt the pressure and I feel the same way about the other guy, man. Like they both feeling pressure from their fan bases to do something, say something. But in the long run, it's like, bro, you supposed to be a leader, man. You're supposed to be a leader, be able to say, man, this, that, and you're supposed to be able to stand on your merit, and move. Not like, oh well, the fans won't respect me if I do this. Like, what you mean the fans won't respect? The fans will, man, you can go out and rape little kids, man. They're gonna be behind you, bro. Like fans are fans, man. That's what they fans for a reason.
What?
Psh, man.
What?
Michael Jackson had little kids in his bed, man.
I don't want to bring child pedophilia into a
I'm just,
conversation.
I'm,
Hey, so let's
I'm just
fast
telling you
forward.
the
Since
facts.
you brought the I don't know, man. Since you brought the Rico up, I got a question for you, bro.
What?
But you forgot to ask the most important question of them all.
Yeah, what's the name of this podcast?
Now let's begin the story.
That time, motherfuckers. Dub down, motherfuckers.
H-Town's finest 16 Shots Podcast. Hit us up. It is the 16 Shots Podcast with the prolific Young James Boogie and AR Dub.
Tell me how you took it, and I'm going to tell you what I meant.
Rico, I'm glad we're on the Rico. I got a question. How has Jay-Z avoided the Rico for so long? Like we talk about some of the rappers today and this whole thing they have going on. Jay-Z is the head of it. It seems like where we don't want to use rap lyrics as evidence in court cases. So this isn't a question about how you feel about that subject. I'm asking you, with all of these rappers who are telling on themselves in their lyrics, and it seems like they're getting jammed up. How the hell does Jay-Z avoid the Rico? He literally names names and events of drug trafficking. How has he eluded the Rico for so long?
I mean, there's only one answer, man.
Give me an answer.
That it's not real. I mean, I understand. I know he had touchdown.
It's football on tonight?
Yeah, LSU and Florida State.
Oh no, I thought okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, how has he eluded? Because he says that, he'll tell real roller. You know what I'm talking about? So he's saying it actually happened.
I mean, I guess,
How has he avoided the Rico for so long? Like he walked around at one point in time with designer clothing that said retired drug dealer.
I guess statute of limitations might kick in as far as time.
We been know about the 92 bricks. Is that
Well,
how
I'm
many you lost?
What I'm saying is, bro, think about it. Jay-Z's been making music since 95, 96.
He's been telling us how much dope he sold since 95, 96.
But he wasn't selling dope like that in 95. He was making music, bro.
All right, so if they got Young Thugger
Yeah.
on some shit that he did allegedly 10 years ago,
Yeah.
95, 96, he was talking about bricks. What? He was selling them shits in the 70s?
I don't know. I know Young Thugger's case is different because Young Thugger is like he has active homicides attached to his name. Like the other group who was that his gang the gang he's affiliated with.
Yeah, but some of this shit is like 10 years old though.
Some of the shit's like months and weeks old too. So you know what I'm saying? It's not. It's the old stuff is showing the pattern of like it's not a one time thing.
So and again in 95, 96, Jay-Z was telling us how much dope he just sold, bro. So again, how has he avoided the Rico?
I'm saying in 90 about
They ran up in Murder Inc. at the same time when they ran up in Murder Inc. That was
2000.
Again, this nigga, bro.
Jay-Z wasn't selling dope in 2000.
Man, how we know?
Because Jay-Z making music, bro. Because we got albums from Jay-Z. We got
That
several
don't mean
albums,
nothing, bro. That don't mean nothing.
All right, well, if you
Murder Inc. was making albums and the Feds still ran up in there because they were actively, doing whatever it was that they were accused of doing.
but we know what that was, bro. We know what that was. We know
Why you just won't say it, bro? Why you won't say it? Just say it.
I'm telling you, they stopped Irv Gotti they went and investigated Irv Gotti and did all that to stop him from funding the real drug dealers. So they knew that when the drug dealers, when they cut them off, they knew that Murder Inc. I forgot the guy's name, the guy who has beef with 50 or whatever. They knew that
the Supreme Team.
Yeah, they knew that the Supreme Team could come there and get hired as staff, get hired, whatever. So they had to stop that. So it wasn't because they were selling dope and Murder Inc. Man, they're making music, bro. These boys making beats and like they're making like I think in the black community, man. Well, all communities, but I'm gonna specifically talk about the black community right now. Like we give so much credence to these entertainers, man, and like they stories, and we make them to be the heroes, man, when they just singers, bro. They
Well, talking
just
about no, whoa,
singers.
whoa, whoa, we ain't talking about that. I didn't say anybody was a hero.
No, but I'm saying like so what it manifests itself when you're talking about like, okay, well, why did Jay-Z not get caught up with the Rico? Like, because Jay-Z was making music. That's why. He's a singer.
How do you know he was not a singer? He's a rapper, bro.
They're singers, bro. We need to get off this rapper stuff, man. They singers, man.
Why are
They're
they singers and not rappers? Tell me.
Because rap is a form of music. It's just a different type of singing. Just like country music are they're singers, like they're musicians, man. Does that sound better? Maybe the singing part make it sound weak, huh? They're
Oh, I didn't
musicians.
say it sound weak. I just think it's a difference between a singer, a rapper, and someone who does. I think someone who does rap and spoken word are one and the same. I think someone who actually sings and hits different tunes and notes is different. Now, I will agree with you if you say that some of these artists that are hitting the what we call the melodic genre, they're probably more singers than rappers. But I definitely believe that Jay-Z, Jay-Z, Common, Black Thought, they're more rappers than singers or spoken word lyricist.
I would say I wouldn't put them with spoken word because spoken word most of the time doesn't have a rhythm. Whereas the way I say that, why they say it, because
Some of these niggas ain't got rhythm either.
most of these rappers are rapping to a rhythm. They're just singing. They're just singing slow. They're talking, but some of them are talking fast. Some of them, we can go through all their catalogs. They all sing on their songs,
Gotcha.
right? They all have they all. But I'm saying like they just singers, bro. They just musicians, man. They're just entertainers.
Gotcha.
And because they make so much money, we attach other things to them. But
Not truly. So, have you ever been in a situation when you've been making music with a fellow rap artist, and they were just selling dope all day?
no,
No, you're lying.
hold up.
You're 100% lying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So let's say you don't recall.
No, let me say what I'm saying. I've been in situations where guys were trying to do both.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like when they were trying to do both, they couldn't do both. They had to do one. Like they would pop in.
Yeah.
They would pop in on the short end for the music, but they were mostly because like, oh, I gotta go with money. They'd go.
Yeah.
So like, they wasn't selling a bunch of dope and music. They was selling a bunch of dope and music was the side hustle.
Gotcha.
I don't know, man. I think it's just indicative to like it's just crazy.
Well, Casanova definitely was selling dope apparently when he was rapping at the same time.
I'm saying that's stupid, man.
But he was selling legal drugs though. It's weird, bro.
That's
See,
not
and what I'm
dope,
saying.
man.
It's a slippery slope because he was selling illegal weed.
If he's selling weed, that's different from.
No, it's not because apparently in some places it still is considered illegal drugs.
I mean,
it's no difference. It's a drug. Drug's a drug, no matter how you feel about it.
A drug is a drug, but that's another conversation.
Depends on how you feel about it.
It's another conversation because we can get. I mean, we're talking legality versus that's a slippery slope. That's slippery. I agree with you because like some things that are legal will be legal next month, and some things that were never legal will be legal next month. They should be legal. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a slippery slope.
But legality doesn't. That's why sometimes I ask questions about the moral side of it more than the legal side, because the legal doesn't make it moral, but people will do it and say it's right or it's okay because it's legal, but it still can be immoral.
But you know what? How do you truly measure moral compass? Because
it's
something.
Easy.
No, but it's not easy, and I'm gonna tell you why. Something that can be morally right to you can be morally wrong to me, and vice versa. Because our moral compasses are measured by our beliefs. There's no There's nothing wrote in stone that says this is immoral and this isn't. Like it's literally dictated by your beliefs.
But morally speaking, when you talk about morals, the moral compass you for almost every sect of people is, does what I'm doing hurt somebody else? Like, am I taking away from somebody else? Is somebody else suffering because of what I'm doing? That's the moral compass. So if I'm doing something that's not hurting other people, then my moral compass is usually, you usually fall on the plus side of the moral compass. But if I'm doing something and like these people over here can't eat because you're doing this, and the people over here, or you're taking away from, that's the moral compass, bro.
But that's not everybody's moral compass, because some people will look at certain things and feel like, nah, I'm not morally wrong for this.
Yeah, how? But so
You can't say how. It's their belief system.
That's what I'm saying. If you look at something and it's hurting other people,
I don't. But so who said? Look. So me. I don't know. Participating in illegal street racing
yeah,
can be morally wrong to some people because someone has been hurt by illegal street racing. But for me, it might not be morally wrong. To me, it's street racing. It shouldn't be illegal anyway. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not personally hurting anyone. So my moral compass is fine with it.
yeah,
But you, however, may say nah. Same thing with someone who is selling drugs, whether it's legally or illegal. Let's say if you're in a state where X, Y, and Z is legal for you to sell, your moral compass is it's illegal for me to sell. I'm selling it to people of age who are voluntarily participating in this recreational activity. Now, someone else can say you're morally wrong because you're selling something to someone that is causing an addiction and their whole family is being affected by it. So that's why I said it all depends on your belief system and where you stand at in that situation.
look what you just said. Like, look what you just said. If I'm selling something to somebody and they have addiction that's hurting their family, then morally I should be like, man, I ain't selling you no more this weed. I don't care if it's legal or not. That's the moral compass.
But how do you know though? How do you know if you just setting up shop? You know what I'm saying? And I sell legal marijuana.
Yeah.
How do you know that person that walks in, the strain that it's putting on their life? You don't know. To them, that's just the customer, and it's morally wrong. It's morally right for you.
Well,
So
saying,
you don't know.
but how are we gonna? We can't argue things we don't know. We
So
can't argue things we don't know.
That goes back to my original point where I said someone's moral compass, like it all depends on what they believe, their belief system.
No. You what I'm saying is, if I don't know something is happening, right? It's one thing, and there's another thing if I don't know or if I don't want to know. Like if he comes in once a day, I see his clothes deteriorating, I see him starting to smell bad, and I see he's starting to look like he's addicted. Then yeah, I should be able to know. Like, man, hold up, man. Just like, okay, watch this. A bartender, if you coming in there and you are already drunk, he's not supposed to sell you no more alcohol. It's morally wrong to sell him more alcohol.
That is correct. That is correct. But we all know the people kill people every day from drunk driving. So
that's what I'm saying. Now you know what I'm saying. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else but knowing that he's already drunk.
Time out. You let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
People die every day from drunk driving. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So where's your moral compass at when you're a bar owner and you know you're not supposed to drink and drive, yet and still you're serving alcoholic drinks to people who have drove to the bar?
But you're not serving them enough. You're under the impression that you're not serving them enough drinks for them to get drunk. You're just serving them enough drinks to be good.
But you don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's your bartender's job.
One drink can make somebody impaired to drive, and you don't know.
Yeah, but your bartender's job is supposed to be able to see. One of his jobs is to be able to see, like, okay, now that person, that one drink, they got signs of being drunk. I'm not sure, or they had 12 drinks, or they come in here.
You've already sold them the 1 or 2 drinks. You don't know. You don't know how they got there. You don't know when they get up from your bar, if they're impaired, if they're going to get in the car, or if they're calling the Uber. You don't know.
Yes, you do.
How you know?
You don't know.
How do you know?
You telling me somebody's in your bar to get up?
You the bartender at Papa Do's. I sit at the bar. I order 2 Swamp Things. I get up and walk off. You don't know if I'm too impaired to drive. You don't know if I'm driving. You don't know if I'm catching an Uber. You don't know.
Yeah, but I'm saying is, once again, you can't punish or hold somebody to a standard that they don't know. So everything you say about them not knowing, that has nothing to do with moral compass. If I don't know, if I don't know, I can't have a moral compass about something about what I don't know. But I can know. I can be like, okay, I served them 2 drinks. They stumbling out of here. Like I'm saying, if
But you can't
hold on,
have a moral
let me finish, let me finish, let me finish, let me finish.
you can't have a moral compass if you're saying, well, why am I even serving people drinks and I know they have the why am I and I don't believe this. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
That's what I'm
Why am I
saying. Yeah,
serving someone drinks
when they can be drunk, when they can
when
get
they
drunk and
can't be
die.
drunk and they can't get in their car and they can't go kill somebody? I know that can't happen. So why would I even serve them drinks at this setting without knowing X, Y, and Z?
But I'm saying that when you leave a bar, the bartender is, are you good? Like the pay, I mean the waitresses will ask you if you're good when you're leaving. You know what I'm saying? If you're
Let,
looking paired,
let, let
like
me, let, me,
that's
let me ask you.
normal.
Let me ask you a real question.
Yeah.
How many times has someone ever asked you that?
At a bar?
Bar, restaurant, any set. How many times someone ever asked you that?
Well, I ain't never been this slizzard at a bar like that.
You
And,
ain't have to
and
be slizzard. I'm just asking how
that's,
many
that's what I'm saying.
me and you have
Yeah.
been to these bar settings before, and
Yeah.
we have ordered hella drinks, and we have got up and left and got in our car, and no one has ever asked us if we okay to drive.
Well, I'm saying,
Now, family members have after leaving gatherings or house parties. Someone's like,
yeah,
"Hey, you good, bro? You can crash here." Yes, of course, but
yeah.
in the sense that you're saying, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I'm asking, like, how many times has it truly happened for
I
you?
ain't gonna even lie. It depends on the establishment you go to, because I've been in establishments where that's the conversation. Are you good to drive? And I've been in establishments where it's like they don't care. And the ones that don't care consequently be the ones that are ran by people who look like me, because their moral compass is more attached to the money than the customer. But then I mean I've
Yeah, I
been in
can't agree
some
with that one, but
I've been in some places that are like, for perfect example. I've been in I've been in places I've been in places, bro. Yeah, man. Like I've been in places, man, where they don't care as long as you like. They'll just pick you up and drop you outside the club and be done with it. I've been in places where they'll like, man, call them an Uber. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll take care of that. Like it depends a lot on the establishment, the like anything else. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not. It's not a. This is just an establishment thing, you know. But once again, our establishments at times are more focused on the dollar amount than the other things that go along with that, and it
see,
shows.
I can't agree with that either because I've been in both establishments owned by all walks of life, and I've seen the same situation where nigga don't care, they just getting money.
Yeah,
I ain't never been in a establishment that's owned by us, and they're less and they're less, like careless in that situation opposed to a white establishment.
so you're
If
saying, so,
anything, I've been in more white establishments where people got shit faced, had to get carried out. Like the group of people are carrying each other out.
yeah,
And
but
you
so,
know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
what I'm saying is this: instead of making it black or white, I'm gonna say this: in America, we morality is directly a lot of times morality is directly um attached to monetary, needs and legality. So if it makes a certain amount of money or if it's legal, the morality part be out the window, like in 17 different ways. So all I'm saying is that, um not saying that, I mean, yeah, man, if you go to Carrington's on a certain night, uh it's strange, bro, because you'll see some things. Or you go to another bar somewhere else, like you have certain bars that they care about their patrons, and certain bars don't. You know what I'm saying? And they show it by how they treat their patrons in situations. The morality, like different owners of different clubs, how anything have different moral stances on things. It doesn't matter. It's not even really a black or white thing. It's not what you believe. It's just the moral compass. Is this hurting people? Am I, like people do things fucked up all the time, man. Because it like you, and I don't go there, but man, it's not a black and white thing. It's a U.S. thing. It's a capitalism thing. When you have money as your, when money is the motivator or the engine, then a lot of things might become, you know, okay because it's for money.
Gotcha. What else you got?
It was cool for 60 years, 70 years for these schools to make billions of dollars, like billions of dollars off of athletes. And the athletes couldn't make any money at all. That was cool. No one saw that as being immoral, but that's immoral, man. That's immoral to have free labor and then tell labor, no, y'all can't get paid for y'all labor. We couldn't do none of this stuff without y'all. But y'all get, like, no, that's immoral. But because of capitalism, they're like, oh man, look at all they get now. Look at the money they get on now, man. That's just a small example of you can go 100 ways, 16 different ways and sideways and find ways where we thought things were things that are immoral. We went on with them because they made money. R. Kelly, man. R. Kelly, man, the biggest challenge out right now is an R. Kelly song, man.
Is a what?
It's an R. Kelly song.
What? What is?
The Shake Challenge.
The Shade Challenge. What's that?
Shake Challenge.
Well, it's the Shake Challenge with an R. Kelly song. How does she go?
It's the one, let me see what they do, the thumb thing, and they start to wiggling. Google
Okay.
it. I mean, hashtag Shake Challenge. You'll see it.
Tell me about it.
It's a song. It's an R. Kelly song. R. Kelly and Ludacris. It's an old song that a woman, I think she's bisexual or I think she's lesbian, I'm not sure, but she came out about 6-7 months ago and did like a little dance to it. And every like a shitload of women. I've seen preachers doing the Shake Challenge.
Okay.
With the R. Kelly music playing in the background, like I said, the morality, bro. Like because man, people's morality is attached to it's not attached to nothing, bro. The exact same people who were like, man, R. Kelly need to be fired, man, they can't, are the same people that are.
I don't know if you can say that. I mean, I guess the people who are doing.
You can literally go look.
I guess the people who are doing the challenge don't have anything wrong with still listening to R. Kelly's music, and that's why I say
I think
morality. Okay.
I'm saying it's false because I don't know how you use Facebook, but you can literally like type in if you want to know something.
Oh no, I've seen the dance and the challenge. I wanted you to tell me why those people who are doing it now are immoral. When all I said was this. All I said was morality is to some people. This is a prime example. To some people, morality is how they see it. Now, to some people, once they found out, hey, R. Kelly is a pedophile.
Yeah.
R. Kelly's catalog has been removed from their iTunes because they feel like as a pedophile, he's morally wrong. I'm not going to support him. By me supporting him, that's immoral.
Yeah.
You have some people who are on the other side of the fence that says, yes, the pedophilia is immoral, but I can separate his personal actions from his music. I'm still going to enjoy the art. So therefore, those people who are doing the Shake Challenge, maybe they morally don't see anything wrong with still listening to his music. That's why I said the morality of certain things depends on that person's belief system.
But what I was trying to say was, if you want to know what somebody typed in June of 2021, you can just go type their name, June 21, and it's going to show It's going to show what they posted. And literally the same exact people who were like, R. Kelly's a monster, the exact same people who had those posts and had those feelings are the same people doing the Shake Challenge, like literally the same people.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and see Janice 2022 doing the Shake Challenge, and then I'm going to go type in what Janice said a year ago. I'm not going to do that.
I mean, you don't have to. But I'm just saying, like, for me,
So are you doing that?
I do that all the time, bro.
So you really do that? You'll go see somebody randomly post something and then go type in their name to see what they post?
I'm saying that if I think that's, I'm like, man, I could have sworn so and so typed about R. Kelly. All I gotta do is type the name of R. Kelly and everything. Like I do it to myself all the time. It's
So
you
how
know, you know,
many? How
you know
many?
why I
How
start
many?
doing that?
Why?
I start doing that in sports rooms because you're in a sports group and people will say something. They'll say something like, man, so and so and so and so. And all you gotta do is type in they in the search thing. You type in Allen Iverson, John Williams, and every post that they have with Allen Iverson's name is gonna pop up, and you can see, man, back in this day, you just said Allen Iverson was the worst XYZ, but this week you saying this that you never said this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because I know people be like you say, people switching up. People do, man. People morality in their views, it changes, and it's supposed to change. But in the same breath, sometimes it don't change to the way that they say it changes. It changes, like I said, they'll say, I'm growing, getting better. But like, you grew when it was time to assassinate this main character, but you didn't grow when it was time to stand up on what you said.
Have you been guilty of that?
What?
What you just described?
I don't think so, man.
Gotcha.
I don't think so. Like I don't move backwards. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I might have a change of perspective, but I don't move. I ain't like, man, killing kids is wrong. And then next month, I'm be like, well, you can kill some kids. Like, I don't move backwards most of the time with my, you know what I'm saying? I might feel like, well, the reason why these kids died, I can see why these kids died, or I can see how these kids led a life that would lead to dying. But as far as moving backwards, no, I don't think I tend to move backwards with my takes. I might get
Gotcha.
more information.
So TikTok sometimes gets me in trouble. I love the TikTok. You know, I like to look up, as you know, my conspiracy videos. Oh, I'm into this thing now. It's schoolies, bro. Have you ever heard of a schoolie? You know what that is?
That's cool now.
A schoolie. You know what that
No.
is? So it's like a trend where people are buying retired school buses, commuter buses, public transportation
Okay.
buses,
And turn them into
turning
a
them into
house.
tiny homes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's my thing now, bro. If I was single, I would do it. If the wife would go for it, I definitely would do it. So, you know, I hit TikTok up. I'll throw that in the search bar. I'll follow all of these people that had these cool schoolie bills and stuff like that. What the fuck was I going? I'm getting old. So yeah, with that being said, TikTok gets me in trouble sometimes. I'll do the TikTok recipes. Sometimes they be good. Sometimes they trash. Sometimes I know they playing. So there's a thing on TikTok. Have you seen it? Mountain Dew, Miller Lite. It's supposed to taste awesome. Have you seen that?
I don't like. Okay. Well, no, I haven't seen it. I'm gonna say I haven't seen it.
All right, so cool. I said all of that to say in about 5 minutes, I will be doing a review live on the pod in my trusty little aluminum cup. Have you seen these aluminum cups, bro?
No, I used to have aluminum cups though. A
You
fat
gotta
person
fuck
told
with
me.
'em.
A fat person used to tell me. He told me a long time ago, like when we had cans of Coke, to take the to get a can opener and take the top off and kind of file down the thing on the side to make sure it's not rigid,
Yeah,
and
use
then
that as a cup.
keep them as cups, and then your drink will be extra cold. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I used to do that a lot back in the gap. But
I seen the trend of the retired liquor bottles. Like after you pour your liquor bottle and it's empty,
yeah,
they cut the top off and of the glass and they shave it down and now you have like a cool little cup. But I'm not that I'm not a glass worker, so I don't have
Yeah.
patience for it. What you was gonna say though?
what's up with your TikTok, man? I need you to get your TikTok popping, man.
Whoa, you mean to tell me I was been trying to get you on TikTok for the longest.
Yeah.
And once you finally get on TikTok, now you telling me I need to get my TikTok popping?
Cause I thought, okay, so you right. You trying to get me on TikTok all this time. I was like, man, cause I know what it is, bro. But anyway, not nothing negative. I know what it is.
No,
Right?
I know, yeah.
And so I'm thinking that, okay, you've been on TikTok. I'm thinking you got,
Post?
yeah.
Man, you know I'm not a social media poster though, bro.
What
So
I'm saying, but that defeats the purpose of all these social media things is to be interactive. If you're not interactive on them, then you're just
I'm a
being
discoverer. Now I am interactive with a couple of people on their lives. So once a couple of people go live, I'm interactive with them in discussions in certain subjects. So I've done that. But man, I'm just not a poster, bro. I don't. I feel like my life is not that interesting to post. If I would post something, like I probably would post now. I probably would go live now on TikTok, or I probably would make a post while I'm potting live. That's something I would do.
I'm saying if you okay, so this question. So if you went live, who would watch it?
I would have to build a fan base first. I don't have a fan base built.
So if I'm saying so, and how that's what I'm saying. It's made these social media things are made for you to gather people so that when you do so that you can so y'all can exchange. But if you don't exchange,
Well,
if you don't
that's
gather
what
people to exchange,
you're for. That's why I was like, I want you to get on TikTok. And that's why I want you to take over the 16 Shots IG, because you are the social media influencer type of person, bro. That's not me.
I'm
It's
not
not my strong suit.
all I'm
You're a poster, bro. I'm not a poster.
well, okay, but when I'm okay.
Not in
Okay,
a negative light. I'm just saying,
yeah,
let's be honest. You know you're the post. I will post on IG because it's just photos, but I don't think I'm that. I'm not interested enough to sit here and talking to the black screen and just be like, so today in the Dub's life. That's not me, bro.
But I'm saying that's not I don't do that either.
But you do a great job of posting the little clips and snippets.
But I'm saying that's what I'm saying, bro. We can both post snippets, bro.
You
That's
gotta
like
send me the post and snippets. I don't
that's
have
right,
it, bro.
that's right. You
You
don't
gotta
have
send them to me.
But
Yeah.
yeah. But you can also go on the you can repost the ones I send.
Nigga, I have. Well, I've reposted like 3 of them.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. You can repost
I
all
mean,
of them.
in my defense, you just got on TikTok like in post last week.
Right. I got 74, 19, 18, 42, 30, 82, 82, 74, 109, 10, 10, 88. And I ain't even got my analytics yet. I ain't been online because so I can't even really see like what it's doing. But it's like anything else, bro. It's a contrition. I mean, it's like it's a marathon type situation, man. You know you just gotta put stuff on there, man. And then because you're gonna get people randomly to see something like there has to be something there. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel what you're saying, but you're kind of working twice because you're saying, well, I got to build up a audience, right? But you can already have a built-in audience without even because you got to go out and follow and have people so that when you go live, okay, now the people that
So let me
they
ask you a question.
influence
Let me
people
ask you a
that
question.
yeah,
Let me ask you a question.
yeah,
What's the name of your TikTok?
James Boogie,
And what are you pushing on the James Boogie TikTok?
all 16 shots,
So let's say if James Boogie on all 16 shots get 1,000,000 followers.
yeah,
When we go live on 16 shots,
yeah,
we're live.
yeah.
We're plugging the website, the podcast site, the YouTube site, all of that.
Yeah.
But I do feel what you're saying. I'm gonna do better about posting. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better about posting on my TikTok.
As you were breaking it down, did you see? Did it make sense? Or I feel like
No, as I was breaking it down, I really in my mind, I'm like, why the fuck do I have to post? If you're the social media guy, and
but
we
you
know
gotta
that,
post too, though.
listen to if we know you're the social media guy,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just roll with your social media post because I'm not that guy. Prime example, the Facebook things. How many times do I ever say anything on Facebook?
You gotta have.
I'm just asking.
I agree.
A post, a comment. How many times do I ever do anything outside of a like?
I'm not money. That's what I'm saying. But
That's not my thing.
But I'm not saying you have to post. I'm saying like, okay, whatever you have, 16. If you just put 16, like, if you just put the hashtag on everything, just the hashtag, just when you go into your other stuff, like when you go and look at somebody else stuff, you go on somebody live, 16 shots. This the hashtag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess people don't understand what the algorithm is. Like the algorithm is not driven by randomness, is driven by, having tangible, okay, this relates to that. And so you can create that in some kind of form or you can create it by generating, sometimes, what I'm saying, You of course you have influencers who do things spectacular that garner. If I'm out here showing my booty all the time, then maybe I might get more likes. Or if I'm out here selling product, I might get more likes. But
Well, that's
also,
why I'm trying to get you to get on OnlyFans, bro, because you're still single. You can do it. Man, shake your ass for the podcast, bro, for some likes.
you married, you can do it, bro.
I can't do it. I'm married.
Why not? You have the ultimate say so, man.
No, I'm not allowed to shake my ass on social media, but you are because you are single, so you truly can do whatever the fuck you want to do without having to ask anybody.
But I'm saying that
I'm not one of these married dudes that acts like, hey man, fuck what she got, well, fuck what she's saying. I do what the fuck I want to do. No, my nigga, I don't do what the fuck I want to do. I have conversations, so I know if I call the wife in here and say, hey, wife. I'm gonna do OnlyFans to shake my ass for the pod. She's gonna say no. Tell JB to do it.
What I'm saying. So you telling me that I have to put my, I have to put my future endeavor or future wife possibly in danger. The possibility of getting a future wife, like I gotta put that in danger because I'm saying I might not want to be put out like that because I'm not married. You don't have to worry about finding a new wife. You already found a wife, so you just like, hey, wife, you got all this. This is just pictures for them to see. Whereas me, they can be like, nah, I was liking you, but I seen you with the pictures.
I mean, you already put your man cuts on out there anyway, bro. Like you're already thirst trapping sometimes.
I ain't thirst trapped in years, bro.
I've seen you repost the thirst traps though.
When?
I've seen some reposts of thirst traps, in the last 4 months.
You have not seen me. Man,
I have. I've seen.
Where?
I've seen the airbrush J Boogie when you were showing your shoulder tap when you first got it, and then I've seen the man cuts pop back up. You know what I'm saying in the last 4 months.
I'm gonna tell you the God honest truth. I ain't post a picture of myself. Like I think I might have posted 10 pictures of myself in 2022.
Okay. I said in the last 4 months.
Maybe 10 pictures of myself. And all of them is work related, bro. 100%. You might have caught an old something that popped up on your memories, something like that. But
you got like 5 different pages. So why do you have so many pages?
Because I know how algorithm works. So I know I had different pages for different businesses, right? And then on top of that, I was like, okay, well, if I got these different pages, this page right here, I can explore this area of the internet. This page right here, I can explore this area, and this, I can explore different areas of the internet without having it attached to my, you know what I'm saying, having like, okay, let's say, okay, when I first got on Twitter, on IG and Twitter, I was getting on late because I would get after work, so I get on like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, right? So that's everybody in the South asleep. So by the time it gets to be 12 and 1, who's on TikTok and IG? People on the West Coast.
People on the South asleep at 10?
Yeah. Houston closed down at 9, bro.
Huh?
Houston closes down at 9. After 9 o'clock, man, there's certain things you can't get, like fried chicken. Like, there's certain things you can't get after a certain hour. Because
you shouldn't be eating fried chicken after 9 anyway, bro. And you definitely can find some fried chicken after 9 o'clock.
Where are you gonna find it at?
Wingstop.
Wingstop's fried chicken?
Yeah, nigga, Wingstop fried chicken.
You ever heard?
You got Wingstop. I think you can get Miko's after 9. There's a couple of these little lounges that have fried chicken wings you can get after 9. Oh, there's a
chicken
plethora.
wings. I'm talking about chicken. I ain't talking about chicken wings. I'm talking about chicken.
Well, no, chicken wings and chicken. It's chicken. Chicken is
it's
chicken.
a difference. The reason why
chicken is chicken.
The reason why they don't sell whole chicken after a certain hour, generally speaking, a lot because of salmonella. And so when you talk about cooking food after a certain hour, like the quality of lower end establishments they know, like, okay, I got 16 and 17-year-olds cooking this food.
So wait, you mean to tell me the salmonella is more active after 9 than before 9?
No, I'm saying that you got people who cooking the food, chicken, you have to cook it a certain way. It's not like burgers where you can just warm it up. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, chicken had like chicken quarters and legs have to be cooked, and so to save them from getting lawsuits because everybody getting sick from this undercooked chicken, and it takes longer to cook too. It's not like a burger where you can warm it up, or like Taco Bell. It's not, it's chicken. You have to cook it. You have to cook it, and so they don't cook it after a certain hour, man, because it's not cost efficient. And and look, churches,
Man, that's the dumbest shit I heard in my life, bro.
churches, Frenchies, KFC.
First off,
all
just
them
say
places changed, bro.
Just
Closed at
say,
like 9
just
o'clock.
say, just say churches and Popeyes in Houston close at 9 o'clock, which I've 100% been to Popeyes after 9 o'clock in
Well,
Houston.
10. I guess 9, 10, but I mean, it's not most chicken places that sell whole chicken are not open at like 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I just think because most people ain't going to go get a family pack of 25 pieces of chicken at midnight. I just don't think chicken is like a whole chicken isn't a midnight food. Chicken wings are.
What's the midnight food? Just asking.
All right, so cool. If you ask me what a midnight after the club food is, I would say IHOP. I would say the fast food like the burgers, Taco Bell, stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to go to KFC and get a family basket at midnight. However, in New Orleans, Popeyes is open like down to 24 hours.
I would say that, yeah, that's a specialty place in New Orleans.
Atlanta, Popeyes closes around 11. There are a couple of chicken spots that stay open later, but most of them are wings.
Yeah,
The wing is easier to cook than a chicken thigh. So I'll get that to you. It's easier to cook a chicken wing than a leg quarter. But I don't think that. I would say chicken shacks ain't open all night. I don't think the demand is there. I don't think the people are going to go buy a 10-piece dark, 2 biscuits, red beans, and rice at 2 o'clock in the morning. That shit just don't sit right on your stomach with a bunch of liquor either, bro.
I'm saying, so you telling me if I told you I'm gonna open this Popeyes and you can go get a 3-piece after the club, you want to get a 3-piece Popeyes?
I think people would. But like you say,
Then how come they not?
it takes longer to cook. So sometimes, them chicken shack lines be a little long. Sometimes I just want to go grab my burger and bounce. I don't want to sit in line for like 25 minutes because I got to wait for a fresh batch to come out. I just want to get something that's going to be ready. And, because I'm already drunk and driving because they serve me too many drinks at the bar. I just want to get my Jack in the Box and bounce.
I also think that, like, you think about the cooking, like, you can get real sick from eating bad chicken.
You can get real sick from eating anything. Like, I think a lot of people get real sick from eating Taco Bell. So I don't think that you can get food poisoning from anything.
Yeah, but chicken is dangerous.
I don't think that people aren't serving. I don't think that these chicken shacks not open at midnight because of salmonella and lawsuits. I just think that most people ain't gonna go to churches at midnight.
So what about, like, so you think ribs are late night food?
That's heavy, bro.
But you can buy ribs all night long.
Where?
Everywhere.
You name me a rib shack that's open at 2 o'clock in the morning.
They got, well, it might be.
Name me a rib shack.
I'm gonna tell you, this might be a caveat. So
you better not bring up no Mac rib. That ain't no real rib.
No, I'm talking about if you go to pretty much any late night establishment, they're gonna have food trucks that sell ribs on the outside, but they probably won't have food trucks that have fried chicken.
You talking about a barbecue truck?
Yeah.
Yes, if I let out the club, the barbecue man, the boogity boudin man, will sell me either a overcooked rib that was cooked at 3:30 in the afternoon and has been sitting in the warming tray up until 2 p.m. Yes.
Just so you know, they know, people know that you're the one shooting slugs at the boogity boudin man, not me.
Ain't it like 3 of them niggas though? Because at one time it was a boogity on the south side and the north side, and I don't know who was the original boogity. But with that being said, ain't no rib shacks open at midnight, bro. half the time your barbecue spot is gonna be sold out of ribs by 3:30 in the afternoon anyway.
You're probably right. I don't know. I'm so removed from that lifestyle. I haven't been out.
No, just name me a barbecue spot that's truly open after 5.
PM
Yeah.
Papa's.
Papa shouldn't count because that's like baked and boiled, but I'm a legit barbecue spot that's truly open after
Boiling their
5.
meat. I mean, most barbecue spots close at 9
9 what?
p.m.
So when you go to Truth,
You want to go to what?
have you ever been to Truth Barbecue?
Truth. Which one?
It's only 2. It's either in Brenham or it's in Houston.
I don't know. I might have.
No,
I've been to a bunch of barbecue spots.
It's on Washington Avenue. So have you been?
Have I been to Truth? I think so. I'm not sure.
Across the street from HEB?
Oh
On
yeah,
Washington
yeah,
Avenue?
yeah,
On
yeah.
Washington Avenue?
Yeah, I've been there before. I used to go there all the time. Actually, I used to work right there. So yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They ain't been open that long, bro.
Truths across the street from there's a HEB, there's a Truth Barbecue is right there. It was always barbecue part right there on the corner. I don't know if that was Truth, but it was always barbecue spot right there.
It used to be a club. It wasn't a barbecue spot. It was a club. Cause me and Dominique used to go to the club. It turned into Truth maybe right before the pandemic. It used to be a club. It was like a little cool little bar and grill we used to go to.
Okay, yeah, they sell barbecue.
No, they didn't sell barbecue over there. Now across the street, behind the car wash, that was a little barbecue spot.
I know I ate there because What's Called Pizza right next to there.
Who?
The pizza spot is right next to there on the other side. There's a
Star Pizza is like a block or 2 away. So
on Washington and What's Called and Wall.
It's not Wall.
That's where HB is on Wall.
Nah, this HEB is on Washington Avenue and Yale. No, Yale. No, Heights Boulevard. It's Washington Avenue, Heights Boulevard.
Sure.
So you got HEB on the corner. You got a smoke shop directly across the street from HEB.
And next door
next to the smoke shop is Star Pizza. Now, if you keep going down Heights Boulevard towards downtown, eventually it's gonna and turn into Wall. Because you have to go over a bridge, and then you go over Memorial. Allen Parkway.
We're splitting here. It's Wall right there because the YWCA was right there where the HEB used to be at. It was a YW. I used to work right there, and the address is Wall. It's right there. You go out in that park down there. You go in that long park. We're talking about Houston to people who probably don't know Houston, but there's that park that drops.
Either way it goes, Truth Barbecue. They close winter. So most barbecue shacks that are good barbecue, they close. They're open until they sell out. Usually
Burns is open till 9. Damaris is open till 9.
When the last time you been to Burns?
I ain't been to Burns.
Oh, I didn't say they close. I just said they're open until they run out. Usually they have your smoked turkey and chicken up until 9. But like the good shit you want, like the good brisket, you know what I'm saying? Good sausages, pause. Your ribs, them shits be gone, bro.
How you run out of food, man? I ain't never been nowhere to run out of food, man.
I mean, it's barbecue, so you only can cook a certain amount at a time because the shit got to take time to smoke.
Unless you're boiling your meat.
Pause. Yeah, unless you're boiling your meat. Pause.
I heard. I was somewhere the other day and they was arguing about, man, niggas over there boiling that meat, man. They boiling their meat, man.
It sounded like you was talking to 2 of our homies. They be beefing about who got the best meat in town. Pause.
No, it wasn't. It was it's a little. They have a smoke room barbecue right by my house now, and they cook all day long. And some of the African American patrons in the store next door were like, "Man, they over there boiling. They don't boil ass meat, man. They don't boil ass meat."
You got an Instapot, bro?
An Instapot?
An Instapot.
An Instapot? Yeah.
You got one?
Yeah.
You use it?
Yeah. Occasionally.
What do you cook in it?
I might do some chicken.
And what else? How do you prepare said chicken in an Instapot?
If I was gonna do chicken, I probably had some rice that I probably let it slow cook, man.
What's the Instapot? So I mean, yeah. Like, what was the last thing you prepared in it?
Last thing I prepared in it was some pot roast.
All right, nigga, how you cook it?
Put my little veggies in there, let it sit. My potatoes, put my meat in there. You know what I'm saying? Let it simmer. Put it on the whatever recipe I was using, whatever time it was, and burnt out, and came back ate it when I got back.
You use chicken broth or you use water? I mean, you use like beef broth, you use water, you just sear it first and let it gather its own broth. Like, did you put the uncooked rice in there?
I didn't sear it at all. No, I didn't sear it.
So you just threw it in the Instapot, no broth, no water, no nothing.
No. I'm trying to think. It's been a while because I got a lot going on. Like I said earlier, got a lot more. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to give my. I forgot what recipe I looked at, man. I think it was. I want to say it was like honey something because I know I remember getting the honey and putting the honey in sriracha. And it was like I know it was like mayo and sriracha and honey, and that was like the glaze on top. Is this nigga dead or something? Oh, it's bleeding real bad. Okay, but yeah. But what you want? You want to trade Instapot recipes or something, man?
I got a whole recipe book. No, I'm good. I got like an Instapot recipe Bible. I just made something called I think it's called Mississippi pot roast. So it was pretty. It was. I saw it in the Instapot. I'm looking at it right now. It's called the Big Book of Instapot, and so I saw the recipe in there, and it was like a pot roast. It was like 4 or 5 cups of water or beef broth. I threw some veggies in there with some carrots. A whole bottle of pepperoncinis. Pepperoncinis.
No. Never heard.
2 dry mixes, 1 dry gravy, 1 ranch. And, it was pretty good, bro. It was pretty good, bro. I've been making these Instapot meals when the wife goes away on her trips. I just throw a whole raw chicken in there and throw some seasoning in there, 4 or 5 cups of water, throw my rice in there, let that shit pressure cook. I think I'm gonna do like a little fake ass seafood gumbo next week. It's gonna be like a seafood boil almost. It's gonna be fire though. I make some red beans and rice in there too, and I literally just chop up my sausages paws, throw my beans in there, throw the rice on top, throw some chicken broth, cover up all that shit, set it and forget it, bro. I'm good.
It sounds like you enjoy cooking, man. That's what's up, man.
I've always enjoyed cooking.
Yeah.
I probably should have went to culinary school.
Why not?
I said I probably should have. Because I enjoy cooking, but I don't want it to be like a trade. Like I would want to go. I would enjoy being the person who could go and slaughter the cow, and then get the slab or whatever, get the uncut slab and just chop my little steaks up or be able to carve the pig and chef up some shit. Literally go grab a pig and chef up some shit. You know what I'm saying?
So it's just sometimes with you, man, the violence just comes out of nowhere. Like we're talking about food, we're talking about cooking.
How is that violent though?
And you come, I want to slaughter the cow.
No, like when you go to culinary school, and your discipline is cuisine, like, dude, that's part of the curriculum. You have to be able to take the uncut meats and carve them out and cut them. Like you have to do that. That's the thing. It's part of the curriculum.
Yeah, but you said you didn't. You said I wanted to slaughter the cow.
I said after the slaughter. I'm not saying I want to go kill the cow. Like after the cow is killed and whatever, I want to take the unprocessed portion of it and learn how to make the cuts of the steaks and all of that stuff. You ain't never seen like them videos where homie be like in a 5-star restaurant and they just bring out the big ass slab of beef. And then they show you the whole aged process, how they age it for 45 days with the process. And then homie cut all the shit off. And then that big ass slab of beef turns into 25 high dollar T-bones and New York strips and all that shit.
Omaha steaks.
Nah, this is more fire than Omaha steaks.
I agree with you, but I'm saying that's
Omaha.
that's what I would that would be my steak experience as far as give me a couple of Omaha steaks. They already come cut.
I want the Wagyu, bro. I want real legit Japanese Wagyu. But you gotta order them shits and it's like $1,500 a steak. Like you might get a steak or two. But it's like Japanese Wagyu, like the legit shit.
You think that you think that you think that that's like I always wonder about some of that food. Like I'm like, man, some of the shit is mine. It's like a diamond, right?
What?
Like a diamond is worth like blah 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 blah, right? But why?
I think the diamond was made up. So the different cuts of meat, like your Wagyu, your American Kobe and all of that shit, some of it is the diet that the cow is fed, and the marbling of the meat. That's why some cuts of meat cost more than others. Like you get it, it's supposed to be this perfect marbling of fat and meat and muscle or whatever it's called. Where that shit, like that Wagyu shit, bro, it's so marbled. You literally can just throw it in the pan. You don't have to put no kind of oil in it. It's almost like butter, bro. You just salt, pepper, and you good. Medium rare or medium done, however you want to call it. It ain't the same steak that you just go buy randomly at HEB.
Yeah.
Now, HEB has good cuts of steak.
Yeah. I'm just saying like the price point on certain things, like it's predicated upon somebody says, oh yeah, this is, 1,500.
That
Am
is
I
true too.
am I gonna be more full off of that steak? Is it gonna taste better?
It does taste better.
That's opinion, it's all opinion based because they might be like,
It's
man,
opinion based, but it does taste better.
I'm not saying it doesn't.
Someone who has had a regular steak and has had an American Kobe and then has had a piece of Wagyu, it's a different taste. It 100%
But
is a different taste.
it's a different taste. Yeah, I can go with that. It'd be different, but different.
It tastes better. To me, it tastes better.
Yeah.
But also, to me, it tastes better. But also, a $60 steak also tastes good as well. So
Yeah.
I don't have to have a $1,500 steak. You know what I'm saying? Like the $65 steak, which in my opinion is a high enough price point. That shit tastes good. So my old man, so one year, well, a couple of years, when the livestock show and rodeo would come, his job would buy a cow, and then they would get it slaughtered and processed, and about a month or so afterwards, or however long it take, they would get these steaks. So they would give some old man, and they had the livestock show and rodeo stamp on them. Those steaks were a better quality than what you could get in some, just grocery stores, not butchers. You probably can get the same quality at some butchers, and it was a distinct different taste, for as a better taste. Like we actually did a taste test. We had two steaks, that steak and then a steak we got out of just the grocery store, prepared them the exact same way, and it had that one was a better quality, had a better taste to it.
So y'all was over there having cooking shows.
Yeah, we kind of do.
I've had the high steak.
I do think the diamond thing is some bullshit though. Cause who said I got who came up with that whole I have to spend X amount of my yearly salary on a fucking engagement ring?
Some woman.
It wasn't a woman. It was a man actually.
Or some rich man. That was like,
Yeah, I forgot. I actually watched like a doc about the bullshit of a diamond. Like a diamond is almost worthless, bro. It's only held to what it's held to because we as people made it that way.
I mean, yeah, a lot of things are, man. Like cars. I don't know if I'm going home somewhere else, but yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy that they just say, yeah, man, this diamond worth so and so, man, or this gold worth so and so. It's like this is why.
I can understand gold because gold for the most part is like a precious metal. I can understand those.
But what precious to who?
Well, a lot of your currencies used to be backed by gold. So I understand it's I get it.
Where is the most gold found at?
Probably Africa.
And it's in abundance, right?
Oh, they be and then people take it.
It's in abundance, right?
Yeah, they should. Yeah, it is.
So how do you say something that's abundant somewhere, and and they gonna be like, oh yeah, that stuff that they have all over there, it's worth a lot of money.
Same thing with oil.
But it has
has
a practical
value.
use though.
Well, gold actually does too.
What's the practical use for gold?
So actually, gold does back people's currencies. It's tradable. Also,
I'm talking about
if you also, it can hold. If you like use gold to make like flash drives and shit like that, it can hold more data than the shit that the metal that they're using into them right now. Did you know that?
I did not.
Did you know like all right? So they actually found. It's gonna sound crazy. So like back in the day, like Christopher Columbus days, they have evidence of computers. They might not be in the sense that we think of a computer,
Yeah.
but they have evidence of them, and they were made with components of gold because gold can hold more information.
Oh, so you're saying
Now, don't ask me how the science works because I don't know.
they had computers? Hold on. Hold on.
They had a version of computers, yes.
Hold on. So how are they powered?
Time out. Didn't I just tell you I don't know how the science works?
Okay.
So don't ask me that.
All right.
Don't ask me how the science works.
You can't be throwing out bombs like that and be like, man, I don't know how, but they used to have, four-legged cats, man. I'm like, but
Nigga, do you know how some of this shit works today?
Yeah.
I can't tell you how these Raycons truly work. I just know they work.
You got some Raycons?
I do have Raycons. They sound pretty good too.
You talking about Ray J's headphones?
This is like my third set of Raycons, bro. And actually, bro, the quality is fire. See? Raycon. When you put them on, you hear like a little white woman in your ears. It goes, Raycon. They're pretty good quality, bro. These work better. Well, okay. Sound quality is comparable to Apple AirPods. They sound just as good as some Bose.
Yeah.
They have some gaming Raycons that I read reviews on that are comparable to the top tier gaming headphones. So I'm gonna get a pair. I mean, they're everyday. They roll seamlessly from my iPhone to my computer to my MacBook to my iPad, just like your AirPods will. Bro, they're high quality, bro. They don't lose connection. I can work out with them in the gym.
Ray or something, man?
I'm just telling you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if a black man made them, but a black man sell them, bro. So it's Raycon. It's a black man business, bro. I buy black.
I buy black.
Do you buy black?
Well, I can, man.
All right, then.
I'm gonna say I've been trying to get away from wireless devices. You know what I'm saying?
Conspiracy theories, they fucking up your brain?
Well, not that. I just think that they're high powered. They're making them more and more high powered.
Yeah, it can't be good for us.
That radiation can't be good for us.
Can't be good for us.
Yeah.
So I don't sit up with them in my ear. So if I'm not actively using them, talking on them,
Yeah.
I don't have them in my ear, and I try not to listen to podcasts and stuff all day at work with them in my ear. I'll listen to a podcast in the car, or when I come home, I throw the podcast on my HomePods. But my wireless Beats. Honestly, I really don't. I try not to have that shit in my head unless I'm actively using them.
I feel that. So here we go, man. You seen any good movies lately? Any
Good movies is a problem.
Any new movies lately?
I'm supposed to be watching Jurassic Park with the female right now.
You still ain't seen Jurassic Park? Oh man.
So you got to realize, the female, a flight attendant. So,
Yeah.
I try not to go see stuff without her. So I hadn't seen it. I was supposed to, it's on like Paramount Plus now or something, right?
Yeah.
I said I was gonna check it out. I was on peak one of them.
You be just be dropping names. You know what I mean? Just be
I
dropping.
mean, sooner or later we gonna get this bag, so I might as well start practicing. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I need to get the bag first. Secure the bag first.
We gonna get the bag because we're gonna go viral one day. Because you know what I'm saying, you gonna go off on a tangent. You gonna go off on like a Charleston White-esque tangent, and then we're gonna go viral. Nah, man, I've been on. So I finished Westworld. You fuck with Westworld?
And now I got lost after the second season. I didn't get lost. I didn't get lost. I just after the second season, man.
It's tough. Westworld is interesting though.
I watched a couple of the new episodes, but it's like I have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, nah. If you ain't watched them, you're gonna be lost as fuck, bro.
Have you seen Sandman?
So I started Sandman today,
Yeah.
and when I was chefing up breakfast with me and the wife,
Yeah.
and I stopped because I was like, nah, this look like I need to be giving my attention.
Yeah.
I felt like I already was missing some shit. So
Yeah.
I finished Westworld. I'm caught up pretty much on a Game of Thrones or the House of Dragons.
Yeah.
This dropping tonight. I'm finna go watch.
I forgot you got that too.
Let's see. The Lord of the Rings got a new show that's coming on. I'm finna check out.
I'm worried about that one, man, because what's college in it? Kate Beckinsale, right?
I watched some of the first episode the other night and I fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't fall asleep because it was boring. I fell asleep because I was tired. So I'm gonna check it out tomorrow.
You getting tired? I fell asleep on Fall.
On who?
Fall.
I don't know what that is.
Man, have you seen the Kevin Hart Marky Mark movie?
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
I just saw that today on Netflix. I saw it popped up. I said I was gonna watch it.
Have you seen Samaritan?
Oh, that's the old school. That's when Sly Stallone is a superhero, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I gotta watch that too. I don't have time. I don't have time to watch TV like that, bro. Literally, when I watch TV, it's like when I take some time off.
You got a nice little twist to it. You like it. It's pretty cool. But he can't act though. He's a horrible actor.
Stallone has never been a great actor. Adrian.
No, and he's wearing a what's called the whole show. He's wearing
the suit.
No, he's wearing a
hoodie,
hairpiece.
Oh,
Adrian. Yeah. You gotta be the one that gotta know. Get him a faith, kid.
Does he write good movies, or do we just give him the pass because he wrote Rocky, and so now we just watch everything else?
Rocky was an excellent movie.
Rocky was excellent.
Rocky was an excellent movie.
Did he write Rambo, or did he just star in Rambo?
I think he wrote Rambo.
All right, now I'm assuming he wrote The Expendables.
He definitely had something to do with
He definitely wrote The Expendables.
You been watching She-Hulk?
Of course, I've been watching She-Hulk.
Man, you seen they're gonna have Meg Thee Stallion twerking on there, man?
She wasn't really twerking. I watched the episode. Meg was on there like in glimpses, and she wasn't twerking like that, bro. I mean, it's Meg Thee Stallion, so of course she twerked a little bit, but
that's crazy, man. That's crazy, bro.
I understand why though. Like it ain't like she played herself, bro. So
that's crazy.
It's like She-Hulk was such a fan, and I mean, 6 foot young lady like herself. Show called She-Hulk. You got to slide her in there, bro. I'm glad she got on the She-Hulk show with her bad ad libs.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I can say she didn't set us back 20 years, and she wasn't doing any stereotypical shit. So that's always good.
More power to Meg Thee Stallion, man.
The stereotypical shit would be cheeks out twerking, and no, actually She-Hulk was doing all the twerking. So
I'm saying, like, why? Man, that's crazy, bro.
Why what?
Like, I don't know, man. I guess.
Why was she on the show?
Now, why make a spectacle out of yourself, man? Like you had your moment. I don't know, man. Power to her, man. She did what she wanted.
Well, no, this wasn't a spectacle of her, bro. It was kind of fire how they even integrated her in the show. I think it was funny. You want me to tell you?
No, I'm watching this night.
Oh yeah, it's kind of funny. It's funny how they integrated her in the show. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, that's slick, bro. And so, like I said,
she got a recurring role.
I doubt it's gonna be a reoccurring role.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you her plot. I can tell you her portion of it, and it's not gonna spoil anything of the show.
But I want to see it for myself, man. I don't want you to. Have you seen? Okay, so you haven't seen Lord of the Rings. You haven't seen.
I've seen some of Lord of the Rings.
Okay, I haven't seen the whole thing either. What else came out? Bunch of stuff came out. Fall is a movie about. I don't know. It's about some white girls go up on a tall tower and get stuck.
No, I saw that bullshit ass preview. I'm not watching the rock climbing version of 47 meters down. No.
Okay. I didn't watch.
It's the same concept made by the same director. No, your dumbass shouldn't have climbed up no fucking cell tower anyway. And then the basis of it is it's a fucking cell phone tower. Why is my cell phone not working on top of the tower?
Well, that's not a cell phone tower. It's like it's an old tower. Like it's an old tower that's been closed, and her boyfriend died.
I know the plot of that.
Okay.
Bro, I saw the whole plot of the movie in the 5-minute trailer or 3-minute trailer that I absolutely said, why am I climbing all the way to the top of this rusty ass? Like when they were climbing up the fucking thing in the preview, I already knew what was going to happen. I'm like, they climbing up here. The bullshit ass ladder gonna break, or something gonna break, and they're gonna be stranded. And the whole movie is gonna be about them trying to get to safety. I hope a vulture come and eat one of them. Be honest with you. I hope a vulture come eat one of them.
I fell asleep on it, so but there were vultures in the earlier movies, though.
Of course it was.
And they were eating a live animal too, so they're like, these fucking vultures.
Oh my God, they're gonna get us next. Why do we do this?
To our guest, man.
I don't know, man. It's your guess.
Yeah, man.
Well, it's our guest. I'm sorry. It's our guest.
Yeah, sometimes I understand, man. You know, very much understand. Sometimes it'll be hard to keep up with. To fulfill your, because they have stuff going on, and it's a new format.
It's tough for people to, I mean, I'm pretty sure you have been asked to be on shows, and you just don't have the time to, get there.
Nobody asked me to be on that show. They know I'm gonna do the fool, man.
I don't believe that, bro. I believe people value your opinion.
I ain't been on. Have I been on any shows, man? I ain't been on no. That's true, man. I ain't been on no shows, man.
You haven't been on any shows?
I haven't been on any show. Have I? I think I was on the show with the LA One on their show. I think I was on another show. I don't know, but no, I don't be on the show.
Yeah, you was on her show, because then she hit me and she was like, well, why you weren't on the show? I'm like, why you know about it? And she was like, well, I told Boogie to tell you. I was like, well, Boogie ain't tell me nothing.
Boogie forgets sometimes, so.
Boogie forget a lot. That's because you old, though.
I mean, I can outrun you, bro.
You can't outrun me, yes. On foot. You can't outrun me in anything else.
I mean, crawling. I could swim faster than you.
You can't even swim.
What you mean I can't swim?
You can't even swim, bro.
Bro, you crazy.
I feel like it brings you great joy to say you can do something better than someone.
It brings me great joy to know that I worked hard at something and to reach a level that others can't. Yeah.
No, I don't think that's what it is.
I just told you what it was, but you can make it what it want to be. But I told you what it was.
Why are you so sensitive about it, bro?
I'm not sensitive. You the one.
You said I just told you what it was. You can make it what it want to be, but I just told you what it was.
See, I didn't have the old man fire that you put on there.
Nah, you really did, bro.
You putting it. I'm just saying.
You really did, bro. I give zero fucks about being able to out physical anybody right now, bro.
I mean, that's your perspective, man.
It is my perspective.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. That's okay. That doesn't make you better or worse. That makes you original dub. You know what I'm saying? I do value, I value the dedication it took to be able to say certain things,
I don't think I give a shit about what nobody else doing, honestly, bro. Now that I think about it.
It's not about anybody else, it's about me.
Yeah, I'm saying me personally, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I just care about me doing the things I like to do. I can care less about some of this competitive stuff.
You don't have a competitive. Maybe you don't have a competitive. You don't have a competitive drive anymore.
I think I did at one point in time. I think I have a different drive now. It's less about competing. I
You
think
know,
that's what it is.
I ain't gonna even say that. I ain't gonna even say
So
that.
what did I say?
So how you
I
gonna
would,
talk?
I would, I would love to talk about it.
You always would love to talk about something. Um, I think that when, being in forms of entertainment or anything, you know, you can have a competitive drive and it not be necessarily that you're competing like against people, but you're competing, with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Can I improve my pod? Can I improve the look? Can I improve, you're competing with yourself. You're not just moving just to be moving, you're competing, And then I think others have competitive drives, like, other people we look at in entertainment or in spaces. Like you don't think Jack in the Box competing with McDonald's, even though they're both successful, but they're competing. Like, man, oh, I see McDonald's and go, okay, that's live. Okay, let me throw this spicy chicken on there too. I got spicy too. Oh, y'all revamping y'all fries. Okay, it's competitive nature. You know,
I think at this point in my life, my motivation or competitive nature is me hitting certain benchmarks and goals in my life. So I kind of
yeah.
like set, plans and goals, and then I work on hitting those.
So you're competing with you.
I don't know if I call it competing though.
Yeah, you said like, okay, so you have a
I set a
benchmark.
benchmark and a goal, and then I seek out to hit it.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm competing with anybody or competing with myself. More or less, me setting goals and hitting them. I don't know if that's competing with myself. I might be challenging myself to do better, putting myself in an uncomfortable situation to be better. I don't know if I'm competing with myself. Unless I just don't know what competing with myself looks like, and I'm doing it unbeknownst to me.
I mean, it's perspective. Both ways work. It's perspective.
However, I don't see someone and say, "Ooh, I gotta do better than that nigga." I've seen examples of people's success and was like, "Damn, hey, that's cool. That's something to shoot towards." Like I don't see someone and be like, "Oh, I gotta be better than him." But let's say if I see someone that is successful in business, and I'm like, "Damn, okay, how can I get to that level, or how can I get to that benchmark, that position?" That whatever.
So you're not. You don't. Yeah.
So I won't see you doing something and be
I
like,
get it. I get it.
no, let me finish. I won't
Yeah.
see you doing something and be like, damn, I got to be better than Boog. Let
Yeah.
me strive to be better than Boog. I won't see that. But I can see Boog at the top of his professional game and be like, bet, okay, how can I get to that level? What are the things that he's doing to make him successful? And how can I learn how to do those things to be successful as well?
hmm
So that's what I'll do.
I mean, I think I'm competitive, man. I mean,
No, you are competitive.
I don't have any qualms about it. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with it
I
at
don't
all.
feel, I don't feel like I'm competitive.
So do you look at people sometimes or look at a person and be like, I got to be better than that nigga?
No, that's not being competitive. That's not being competitive. Competitive means that when we're in an arena, whatever it be, and we have, benchmarks and goals that I'm trying to I'm trying to push my benchmark to the farthest I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be just in the mix. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be okay. Well, if I'm gonna do it, let me put all this effort into it. I feel like if I put my effort into it, the outcome is gonna be, you know, great. So why
I
not
don't
put
think
effort
that
into it?
I don't think that's you competing with anybody. I think that's you putting 100% into what you're doing.
Yeah, but then when you're talking about moving spaces, sometimes you're moving in spaces where other people are doing the same thing. And now it's like, okay, we're competing for this same for these eyes. They have eyes. They all have eyes looking at you. We're in turn to an extent competing with each other because I'm competing. Okay, well you got that, I got this. Okay, well they had because they people come to you in your line of work and be like, them over there, they got this. Oh yeah, they got that. That's cool. I respect that. shit, we got this, and we do like this. Our strong point is this, and this is why you should come mess with us because we do this X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? It's not shitting on them, but then in certain conversations, might be like, well, are y'all as good as? Well, yeah, I think we're as good as them, or I think I'm as good as them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, in that aspect, I understand. So if I'm selling a product or if I'm giving a service, and I'm trying to get a bid for, let's say, car transport, and someone comes and says, "Hey, man, what makes you better than Apple Towing?" Oh, well, look, X, Y, and Z. That's why I'm better than Apple Towing because I have a better concierge service. Handle your vehicle with care. I'm always on time. So yeah, and I get that part.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
It's some people that see Boogie over here doing X, Y, and Z with his basketball drills, and a nigga be hating and be like, nah, fuck that. That nigga ain't better than me. And then might do some immoral things, like come flatten all of your basketballs, so you can't show the kids your third ward crossover.
I think that there's an element of it too that man, I don't know, man. I see people when they do their training, I be like, that shit look crazy. And there's a part of me like, man, I just want to be like, man, stop doing that. That's crazy. That's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but I definitely, when those guys be having those videos, you know what I'm saying? I definitely got comment like, man, that don't make no sense.
You know what the fuck I hate, bro?
What?
I hate that nigga on social media is doing these stupid ass workouts. I saw the nigga yesterday. He had a fucking couch. And he was doing you do the exercise. I don't know what to call it, but it's like
he was doing squats with the couch, or he was doing
it
the
wasn't
curls.
the squats. It was like when you had a shit on your feet, my nigga, and you lean back. It's a core workout.
Yeah.
So you
like
lay
a
on
crunch.
the ground and you come up, but you lean like come up, like lay down, come all the way up.
Like a crunch.
It's like a crunch. And I've seen people do the crunch. They'll do it with a barbell, and they'll come up and they'll do a press at the top, go down, do a press at the top. This nigga had a couch.
Like a burpee, kind of like a burpee.
Yeah, this nigga had a couch and was pressing the couch at the top.
I seen one dude. I think the same dude. He had like the bench.
It's the same dude.
He had the whole bench, like the whole stands from the stands that you have at the game outside.
Yeah,
he was doing dips with those, lunges with those. I was like, boy, this boy crazy, man.
It's the same dude that was doing the bullshit, hanging on top of the rack with the exercise bike.
Yeah.
Wow,
Boy, it's crazy, man. Boy, it's crazy.
These niggas doing too much, man.
The thing about working out for me, and just that whole, because there are people just work out to work out. So in essence, like I ain't tripping. I get him because I'm like people who they work out just to work out. Like they don't have no functionalities. They're working out. They're just working out to work out. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm always about functional workouts. Like, okay, I want to be able to quantify what I'm doing. Okay, I'm doing this, that, and the other, so I can run faster, so I can jump higher, so I can shoot better, so I can throw further, so I can, functionality in the workout. Like I don't need to have 70-inch pythons to shoot a basketball or to throw a baseball. You know what I'm saying? If it's a byproduct of the workout, so be it. But that's not my goal. But then the people who go in there, that's their goal, just to get a certain look.
I think some of these dudes are bodybuilders though. So
yeah, that too. But then even I don't know. It's weird.
I started a new workout routine. I have a goal that I'm working toward. Yeah. I want to get back into hiking. Okay. Hiking was fun, so I want to get back into backpacking, bro. So I'm gonna start out. It's just I'm saying, bro. I just went in there. Man? I just went in there and no, not you. I'm saying I'm talking to myself. Yet, no, not you. I'm saying I went in there and I just throw it on the highest elevation I can, and I hit it for like 30 minutes. I guess I'm gonna start hitting the Stairmaster up some more. I guess I'm gonna work more on my core and my lower body because I'm gonna be running a pack. Because eventually, I'm gonna do like a backpacking trip where I'll cover X amount of miles over like a couple of days, and I'll sleep on a trail, shit like that. Hiking is fun, bro.
Enjoy yourself, man.
You're not a hiker, bro.
I'm not a hiker, man.
You're not an outdoors person, bro. I would think you were like an outdoors guy.
I mean, I do outdoors and stuff, but I'm not, the hiker per se. I want to say, I was telling somebody yesterday. They was telling me about, they were really calling me because one of our classmates was on Just Judy. But I was say, oh yeah, um, like people be like, man, I took 75,000 steps a day. I'm like, man, so like
Damn, bro.
that's like the
A
one of the
nigga can't
dumbest.
be excited about taking steps. Maybe they don't take that many steps. So this is a goal for them, bro.
But I'm saying like
Why you
that's
gotta
like
say yeah so?
because I was like people be thinking like that means that you worked out a lot, and it's like no, you're a human. You're supposed to walk.
I think it means that they might have been, they have a desk job and their goal is to be more active. So they're excited they took that many steps. I mean, just
Yeah,
stop shitting on people's dreams, bro.
nah, but I was like, look, I'm like, I understand the concept it sounds good to say like, oh, normally I take 2,000 steps today. I took 3,000 steps. But I'm like, you're supposed to walk as a human being, right? So just saying that, like, you have to be intentional with your workout. Like, you've never seen somebody say, I walked my way into, being in shape. Like, that's not normally happens. And if you do, that's the slow roll. Like, that's the slowest way to do it is to walk yourself back into shape, especially with a person under 40. Like, come on now.
There are a lot of people who sit at a desk for 8 to 10 hours a day, bro, and they
Yeah.
really don't get up and take steps. So for someone for someone that is their reality, and if they have a step goal, I think that's fire, bro.
Say it again. But what I'm saying is this: if you sit down a lot and you say, "Okay, I don't get up, I'm not active, so I'm walking." Okay, what you should be doing is being intentional, and maybe like you're saying that a person is not as active. If you think that walking is being active, that's part of your functionality, man. I don't know how to say it, man. Like you're supposed to walk. So
I
I mean,
think
I
I
get it, but
think
like,
I think someone who uh is trying to get back on the healthier side,
yeah,
something as simple as um incorporating 30 minutes of movement, whether if it's walking, uh cycling on a stationary bike, rowing, if you just that in itself is a step in the right direction.
yeah, but we're not talking about riding a bike. We're talking about
Just
we're not
walking, bro. Just
we're
get
talking
on the
about
treadmill.
walking.
If you get on a treadmill, bro, and put that hoe on a little bit of an incline and just walk for 30 minutes, bro, a day for a month straight, do you know what that's gonna do for you health wise?
You might help your heart rate a little bit.
Oh, this thing here, bro.
I'm talking about getting back in shape. I ain't talking about being healthy or not getting out of. I mean, if I said I get it, but in the same breath, like you got apply that same way of thinking to anything else. I'm going to do the most. I'm going to do the lowest form of like that's like we're talking about working out. Walking is like the baseline. Like not even, but like that's like the entry level, right? So apply that same thing, and I'm gonna do the entry level or something for 30 minutes a day to get like how long do you think you're supposed to be walking? Because what I'm saying is, in actuality, when you go out to places like you go to people walking, the people who are the most fit, you usually don't see them walking. And you see people that say I've been walking 2 miles every day for a month. Like the goal is not to keep. I mean, I understand people who are elderly or have injuries. It's one thing, but if you're not elderly, and you don't have injuries, you should be walking to jog to run. Like it's a process. But people be walking for 3 years straight. And like,
Everybody can't walk. I'm not running, bro. I don't run on concrete. Everybody can't run on concrete, bro.
you ain't got who said concrete? You can walk at the parks. First off, well, the park's not always concrete. You finna go hiking, so you finna be walking, taking steps. Now that's different. That's intentional, bro. That's you're on terrain. You're on inclines. And that's different.
Yeah.
But I'm saying people who have those step watchers, they're literally just walking around their office or walking, doing the things they're going to be doing anyway, and then quantifying it like, well, I took 1,000 steps a day. And like, I understand you did, but in the same breath, like, you're supposed to take 1,000 steps. You're supposed to take these steps regardless. Like, that's part of the functionality of being a human being and keeping your body moving is to take these steps.
Yeah, but people have to be intentional about that because, I mean, a lot of people where they are at for 8 to 10 hours a day, a lot of people sitting down at a desk in meetings or doing whatever they do at a desk.
Yeah.
They have to make time to intentionally get up and walk.
I agree. But I'm saying even making that so I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying that when you're you're trying to make up for the time when you should have been walking, right? So you're gonna make time to walk, get some steps in. But I'm saying that so all you're really doing is making up for the time when you should have been walking. So yes, you are being healthier to an extent, but really you're still at the baseline because you're just filling in the gap of what you should have been doing. So what I'm saying is if it was me and I'm trying to get back in shape, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do something that's intentional, that's a step above walking, whether it be like you said, doing some rowing or being intentional with the workout and not just walking because I was supposed to be walking anyway. Like if I wasn't at this desk, I would have been walking. I should have been walking. I'm trying to replace the steps I didn't take by walking. But even when I replace those steps, all I'm doing is getting back to zero.
I'm
I
not
was
gonna say
behind. I was behind because I'm sitting down.
I'm not gonna say they getting back to zero, but I understand the concept of what you're speaking in.
I'm getting back to my baseline, to my flat line. I was supposed to be walking these many steps, but I'm sitting for 8 hours a day. So me adding steps in intentionally is just getting to me where I was supposed to be anyway. There's still another level to being healthy or to, because the process of working out, tearing down old muscle, build new muscle, all these different things, flexibility.
Yeah, but some people might. So some people might honestly. Some people might not care. There are some people who will tell you, "I don't want to." I have had doctors tell me once, like, I don't want to pick up anything heavier than a briefcase. Yeah. So they don't run, they don't jog, they walk their steps, and they eat right. You know what I'm saying? And I think that in itself can put you at a point where you're in good health.
What is your intention? And for my dub, what is your intention when you say good health? Do you just want to be healthy? Do you have a desired weight? Do you have a desired look? Like, are you just like, as long as I'm healthy, I'm good. I don't care how it manifests itself physically.
So for me, I want to be healthy and I want to be able to shop wherever the fuck I want to shop because I want to be fashionable. I like fashion. You know what I'm saying? I like fashion shit. And I'm at a weight.
You're a fly guy.
I'm at a size right now.
You're a pretty boy fly guy.
I'm slightly, the regular sizes I can put them on, but I'm going to look like Kevin Gates.
Okay.
And then, if I go to the big and tall section, that shit is too big. So I'm at an in-between size. You know what I'm saying? I put a 3X on. It's like a throwback 2001 white tee. I put a 2X on. It fits, but you can see a little bit of the gut. And I just want to be, healthier. I want good heart health. I want to be able to move around and walk around the mall, or walk around Vegas when I go somewhere and not be winded and out of shape and shit like that. Yeah. I want to go hiking and just enjoy life and nature. I want to be healthy. I want to be, in my 70s and 80s and still be able to move around. Look, my dad, he didn't lift weights after like probably in his 30s. My dad wasn't no weightlifter. He wasn't no runner or jogger or nothing like that. He just stayed active. He walked, cut the grass, shit like that, eats vegetables. Nigga put a salad down on everything he eat. He make eggs in the morning. This man got spinach, tomatoes, onions, avocado, bell peppers. Look like a damn salad with egg on it. So, He's 71 years old, and he'll still cut the grass and
And he
move around like you're 40.
I mean, hopefully when I'm 71 years old, we can have this conversation. I can like let's have a race.
I'm not racing you at 71.
I know, but then I want to see this one. Your goals and my goals, and everybody people have different goals. So I'm like, I want to be active as long as I can be. Like,
I want to be active too. Like I want to be able to at 71 go fishing and hunting and just walk around and go to the store and all that shit.
was your active? Oh man, they got a commercial. I don't want to see. Oh my god.
I don't want to go I don't want to go run races, bro.
Like I want to always be able to get up and run. I know a day's gonna come to an end.
Running is overrated, bro. Running hurts. Running hurts my knees.
You got bad knees. I guess that's another that's a viable thing to say. Well, you know what? I don't want to run because my knees hurt. Okay, that makes sense. I get it. But I'm saying, me, I want to be able to run into my 70s, 80s. I want to be able to run when I want to.
I've always hated running. Running is overrated. I like a jog. I like a light jog. If I can do like the light boxers jog for road work, I would do that. I'm just not gonna jog like 5 miles a day though.
I don't mean running like to work out. I mean be able to get up and run whenever I want to. Just run from point A to point B.
However, I do feel like being a nature person and being ready for the apocalypse, I probably should be able to run.
Uh-oh. I think we might have a guest. Dang.
The hell we do. 2 hours in, I'm finna be out.
Come on, man. This is a special guest, man.
Nigga.
You say you just got the message, man. I don't know how, but things happen,
2
bro.
2 hours in.
Say, man, look, man. The
We're at
greats.
2 hours and 1 minute.
The greats, man. We can make this a 20-minute. 20. I gotta get this guy on, man. This is one of our bigger, not bigger. This man. This follow my lead, bro. Trust me on this one, man. Trust me, brother. Do you trust me, brother?
You want me to answer that truthfully?
Yeah, man. Why would you not try?
You want me to answer that truthfully or?
I'm still good. I ain't been sitting here forever. That time you got food poisoning.
I don't eat random shit like you do, bro.
Well,
I watch what I put in my mouth, unlike you. What the fuck?
you're the king of insulting me, man.
I don't think I'm the king of insulting you.
Yeah, man, you just insulting me just all types of ways. You find new and interesting ways to you'll say that I'm the guy, but I'm this peace loving, you know what I'm saying, happy, fun loving, I like to have a good time. I like to play the game. I like to just enjoy the things and the places and the people. But you calling me all kind of names.
You're right, Bug. I think not a pod goes by where you remind me of how horrible of a friend that I am to you. So
You know what I'm saying? And then you put this you always try to do the Russian mind mode switcheroo. No, man, it's you do this to me, man. But you the one throwing me under the bus. You said I don't wash up in my mouth.
Yeah, you're right, Bug. I'm always throwing you under the bus.
You are, man. You a single one, man. You be showing your man cuts. I'm like, huh? What are you talking about, man?
You are 100% correct. Oh my God, Bug. I throw you under the bus so much.
Now, the listeners know, bro. The listeners know.
Oh yes, the listeners know, Bug.
The listeners know. Uh-oh. It's going down in H-Town, man. It's going down in H-Town, man. What it does, brother. I guess he's loading up the audio, going through the technical.
Hello?
What's good, my brother?
What's good, man? I apologize to y'all brothers, man. Man, I had so much stuff going on, man, and I know y'all been trying to get me. So how
Sound
y'all
good.
been, man?
Man, I'm doing real well. I'm gonna give you an introduction for the people, man. We have the comedian extraordinaire, Mr. Mal Mallucci is on the show, man. Got a show coming up, Laughing with the Herd on the 21st, right?
Yep, on the 21st in Alabama, man, in Birmingham.
Birmingham, man.
Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Y'all been so patient, man.
Man, you know,
Y'all been so patient with me,
patience is
man.
a mother of virtue, man. It's all good, man. It's a gift. So just give the people a quick bio of how you got into comedy and where you're at now with your comedy.
Well, I first started off doing comedy, man, in New Orleans. I'm originally from New Orleans. Um, Started doing
Wah.
comedy. Yeah, I've started doing it, man. My cousin was working with DL Hughley, and when he was working with DL, uh, I told him, I called him one day and I said, bro, I want to do comedy. He was like, nigga, you stupid. You can't do no goddamn comedy. I'm like, yeah, I can do comedy, man. I think I'm funny.
Yeah.
And he put me with a cat named Red Bean. And, the first show I did, I bombed. Like at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Mm. How did
And I
that feel,
bombed it.
Bomb? How did that feel? Because I have sometimes I have the the dream of going on stage and being funny, but I'm like I'll fight somebody if they talk about if I'm not funny, I'm gonna fight somebody. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go and tell my jokes on the side and have my side comments and let the professionals do that. But how did it feel bombing, man? How'd you get past it?
To bomb, your mouth get dry. Uh, yeah, your mouth get dry. You start to stutter over your words.
Yeah.
Um, but it helps you. It builds you. It builds you for the next go round. So I bombed that first go round, and then the next go round, I actually killed it. Next week, I killed it. That bombing helped me, but you have to bomb in comedy, man. If you don't bomb in comedy, then it's pointless. You ain't shit if you ain't bomb in comedy. You gotta bomb. All the greats bomb.
Yeah.
It's cool to bomb. Sometimes I bomb on purpose just to see if I can still bomb. So
And get it right back.
yeah, I'll bomb on purpose. I stank a goddamn room up. I stank it up. and feel good after. I feel good after bombing.
Yeah. So okay. So you was in New Orleans. You got down with D.L. Hughley's manager, or
Well, my cousin was his manager.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, my cousin was his manager. Was his role manager. And, I did that, and from there, I ended up moving to Houston.
Yeah.
So I got with Mark Caesar. Mark Caesar with Pitch Your Pants Comedy. I got with them. I can't forget about my man Mark. Shout out to Mark. I got with Mark, Mario P, those guys. With Pitch Your Pants Comedy, started doing it, and then I moved to Houston. And I got with Jody Summers. Shout out to Jody. Got with him. They put me on shows and stuff like that. And then I got my first big opportunity in Vegas. Eddie Griffin was doing a residency in Vegas, and I did that. I did the show in Vegas with him, 8 days, and then the rest was history, man. I took off from there. I learned how to do everything through him.
So what? Okay. So
Since.
there's gonna be a whole bunch of questions from me. I don't know if my co-host, because I got questions about, because I know the Houston scene is such a unique scene when it comes to everything, whether it be comedy or music or everything, because it's so independent, and there's so much competition just to get in front of a crowd. Like you go to cities like Dallas and LA, New York, and it's understood, okay, you're going to the Improv or you're going to this place, that place, that's where they break new artists. But in Houston, like you can go to a hole in the wall and see, you know, a great comic. So how did you get over that hump of knowing how to be in the right place or be in front of the right people?
Well, like you said, Houston is a Houston man. You can go anywhere, but Ali Sadiq had a spot called Diallo's when I first moved out here, and everybody went through Diallo's. Like if you were a comedian in Houston,
Yeah.
you went through Diallo's. Diallo's was one of the toughest places, man. Like when I first moved out here, I was like, man, where all the spots at? And it was like, man, we gotta go to Diallo's first. We went to Diallo's, and Diallo's was tough. Like the crowd would boo you.
Yeah.
Like they were rough. They would talk about you on stage. They didn't give a damn. So once I did that, I actually put myself in the right place at the right time because Terry Grossman was there. And Terry was like, you know, I'm about to do another spot. He had another spot called Fat Boys. And I would go up there and do shows with Terry Grossman. And those guys, they really like just looked after me, you know. Terry would give me advice on my jokes, and you know, he used to always say, "Man, he's from New Orleans. Nigga, you gotta talk that New Orleans shit." You know, and I mean, they just kind of put me in the right direction. They just kind of steered me in the right direction. Eddie B, Terry Grossman, Ali Sadiq, Billy Sorrell. Those guys really like looked after me.
I was just telling my friend, not my co-host, but another friend that, you know, we used to do this club called Cardi's 2000, way back in the Gap. And Ali used to be one of the hosts, you know. And man, I remember when Ali used to have braids. When he said braids, I'm like, dang, that's how old I am. I'm like, I used to have braids. He used to be
Somebody actually told me that too. Somebody told me that, man. Told me Ali
he used to have braids, man. He was funny back then, man. And he's funny now. But
yeah, he's one of the most talented. He's one of the most underrated comedians, man, in the business.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Ali is funny, bro. Like, I was just having a conversation with another comedian. And I told him, I said, man, I don't know why Ali don't have a Netflix special. This dude is funny, bro.
Because he's too raw, man. He's too raw, man.
Yeah, man.
That's
and
the only
smart.
reason.
He's
he
smart,
come talking
man.
that penitentiary talk, man. And
man. Like legendary, man.
Yeah. Ali Sadiq, man. That's a very funny brother. So we have a few segments that we like to go through, you know, on our show. So we're gonna put it to some of these segments. One of them is called Sell, Kill, Marry, right?
Sell, kill, marry.
Yeah, you're gonna have to sell one of these people. You're gonna have to marry one of these people. You gotta kill the other one, right?
All right.
So I'll give you 3 names. I'm gonna give you the names I gave my co-host last time, then I'm gonna give some new names. We got Maya, Ashanti, and who was it? Mary J. Blige?
No, it was Halle Berry.
Oh, Halle Berry, Halle Berry, Ashanti, and Maya. Go.
Oh man, y'all ain't shit. Oh man, y'all terrible, man.
No, Boogie ain't shit. That's who ain't shit. Boogie.
Yeah, but Boogie, you ain't shit. Yeah, I knew Boogie wasn't shit. Boogie said I knew Boogie wasn't shit.
That's tough though, huh?
Follow me on Facebook. I knew Boogie wasn't shit. Goddamn, Boogie. Oh, yeah. Oh man, Maya and Ashanti. Man, y'all say Maya, Ashanti, and Mary J.
No, Maya, Ashanti, and Halle Berry.
Man, we killing Halle Berry. Halle Berry too old. Oh,
okay. Damn! You killing Halle Berry because she too old.
Yeah,
I said I was selling Halle, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I think we got similar concepts.
Halle Berry staying, bro. For me, that's Halle Berry, man.
I gotta kill her, man, cause she done been through hell, man. Eric Benet done told her that shit up. That $290 ain't no good no more. You can't sell her because ain't nobody gonna buy.
No, you can't sell Halle Berry.
It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it no more.
First off, for our female audience, we shouldn't be selling any of you young ladies. But in the event you got to sell somebody, someone is going to pay top dollar for Halle Berry. That's still Halle Berry.
Man, David Justice tore her up, and then Eric Benet came right behind and told, man, what she got?
Well, see, my thought process for selling Halle Berry is because she crazy. David Justice did what he did because she was crazy. Don't nobody want to deal with that craziness. So you sell it.
Halle Berry, if you're out there listening still.
Yeah, me personally, I kill her. Oh, I sell Maya. I think Maya have more value.
See, I said I would kill Maya.
Oh, I'm saying Maya got it. Ashanti got to go.
Maya?
Ashanti got to go.
Maya. Man, have you seen Maya?
I tried to tell them.
Yeah.
Have you seen Ashanti?
Have you seen Maya?
Man, I'm keeping Ashanti.
That's what I said. I said I was marrying Ashanti.
No,
I'm going on marry Ashanti. I'm going on sell Maya.
Ashanti got to
Yeah, I'll sell Maya. Maya got to get sold because I'm going to get top dollar for Maya.
At some point,
she a vegan too. She don't eat meat. She's a vegan. Oh man, I'm getting top dollar for that. That's grade A. That's grade A meat right there. That's USDA.
At some point, Ashanti gonna start singing, and both of y'all gonna be like, "Man, I should have killed this man."
Nah, not at all, bro. Not at
I
all.
don't even need her to sing. Irv Gotti ain't did enough. Irv Gotti ain't did enough for me to kill her.
That's what I'm saying. Then you got you boning behind Irv Gotti, man.
Well, actually, you boning
behind Irv Gotti ain't did enough. We know Irv Gotti ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing. He still
can't believe it. He like, man, I can't believe I knocked out Ashanti. Man, let me tell people again. You know me.
That's how we know. He's too happy.
All right, okay. That's. I'm gonna give you another one. All right, sell, buy, kill. All right.
Before you move forward, bro.
I see what you're doing over there.
This Miller Lite and this Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking good, bro. Go ahead though.
Man, get out of here. This man gonna be shitting bricks, man.
TikTok. Oh, I'm only drinking one. I didn't say I was gonna, be the whole 6-pack. It is good, bro. That's what I'm saying. Man, TikTok didn't steer me wrong this time.
You're gonna start sweating hard in the mud, man. You're gonna be like, oh man, time out right quick. I gotta go. Okay, I got another one. Sell, kill. Let's say sell, kill, and keep. The Houston Rockets, the LA Lakers, the New Orleans Pelicans.
Who you asking, me or him?
I'm asking him first.
Okay. I'm going to tell you now, I'm keeping the Pelicans because when nobody's looking, I'm a Pelican fan.
Nobody looking. Say it out loud with nobody looking.
Yeah.
You put
nobody looking, I'm a Pelican fan.
What he's saying is...
When they start looking, I'm a Knicks fan.
What he's saying is them 23 games Zion gonna play, he gonna be a Pelicans fan.
Yeah.
The rest of the I'm talking mad shit.
You gonna put on a jersey that say Pelicans?
I actually have one.
Oh man, you don't do that to yourself, man.
I'm a secret Pelican fan.
A Pelican?
The Rockets gotta die. I'm killing the Rockets. I'm killing the Rockets.
This part is now over. This part is.
Yeah, the Rockets got to go.
Cut the part.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the Rockets.
Stop the part.
I ain't even thinking twice with that one. They got to go.
So you keeping the
For
Pelicans?
what they did my Knicks all them years, there's no way I'm keeping the Rockets.
Wow, it ain't Elijah Warren's fault that he just abused Ewing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's the problem. Every year I was crying, so they got to go.
So you a Knicks fan?
We'll just deal with the Lakers.
So you a Knicks fan?
Because of Westbrook. Yeah, I'm a diehard Knicks fan.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That's like being a Cowboy fan.
No, it's worse. It's worse.
Bad.
It's way worse.
It's bad.
Cowboys.
You just don't know the trauma I dealt with last week. I damn near ran over somebody.
Yeah.
They saw Jazz jersey on. I almost ran over him. I was just upset. I almost killed somebody that had a Utah Jazz jersey on.
Yeah, they got games starting next week, I think. Or 20 something. They got games. NBA games. This is right back in it, man. So
Boogie.
What?
We have a comedian on.
Yeah.
when are you gonna start your stand-up career? Because I think you have a future in it.
I already told you, man. If somebody don't laugh at my joke, bro, it's gonna be ugly, man. I'm gonna start fighting.
Not you, because you're egoless.
I'm egoless, man, but I'm sensitive though. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit, man.
You are sensitive.
You know what I'm saying? You get
But
it there.
Boogie, you'll come. I think you'll do good though.
He is, because he a clown ass nigga, so he should
I'm
be good
time
at
out.
telling
Whoa,
jokes.
time out. Time out. No, sir. No, sir. We will not act out in front of companies. We're not gonna do.
You say that's for a company.
Yeah, see.
Nah, man, Boogie should. I am encouraging him to try his hand at comedy. I will be his biggest supporter. I will be front row, clapping. I will wear like some stupid ass outfits so he can roast me as part of his show. I will support my brother 100%.
Nah,
Boogie, just try.
See, but see, I'm also mean, bro. I don't see. I'm trying to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? I get on stage, man. I'm talking about people, kids. You know what I'm saying?
Supposed to.
Man,
the truth about comedy, people. This is what I found out about comedy. Comedians are able to say the things that we want to say, that the crowd want to say. Yeah. That's the beauty of comedy. I see some shit in the audience. I can talk about it because everybody else thinking it.
See, that's why I've always said that was my
somebody in the audience. Yeah, if you see a nigga in the audience with an orange suit on and a pink hat, and nobody else, they're whispering about it, but nobody's saying it. And you say it, it's gonna be even funnier.
And I asked like, man, I'd be like, is it Easter? Somebody didn't tell me or something? Because this nigga over here got on.
So Boogie,
DL usually made a living by talking about people.
Yeah.
I personally don't talk about people in my comedy because I think that my life is funny enough. But you actually have comedians like Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb making millions.
See, Corey Holcomb, he a cold-blooded brother too, man. He'll talk about anybody, man.
That's what I'm saying. You get on stage, bro, and you talk about a motherfucker. Guess what? You just talked about him. Oh well, you shouldn't have came to the comedy show.
Yeah.
So
you know what you coming to?
So Mr. Maul is your name, right?
Yep.
How do you what is your process of putting jokes together, preparing for your stand up? Like what is your process of putting your jokes together? Do you practice them in the mirror? You practice them around?
No, I just look at my son. I'm just being I look at my son give me my best material.
How old is your son?
My son is 12.
Oh yeah.
And he gives me my best goddamn material. He will say some shit, and you be like, you know what? I'm gonna use that shit because this nigga is retarded. This nigga is retarded. Like they gonna give you, like I talk about my life. Like my jokes are based around my kids, and my life. So a lot of times I'll write my jokes. I'll write a lot of my jokes because, my kids doing some stuff. They might do something that's like really funny and I know I'm going to forget about it. So I'll write it down and then I'll go back and put it all together. But sometimes I'll just freestyle that shit. If it just happened that particular day, like I just go in and talk about it on the stage. It's pretty much like holding a conversation, bro. You just go up there, you just hold a conversation with people you don't know.
I got a question for you. This is a good question. This might be the greatest question you ever heard in your whole life. So we used to do. Me and this guy right here used to do rapping. We used to be hip hop rappers, the hippity hop stuff, and you go to a show, it's 10 rappers there, maybe 20 rappers, everybody is the best in their neighborhood. So they say everybody got the coldest flow, whatever, right? And so time to time, the beat come on and then, y'all start verbally jousting, you might, okay, this beat, this my, you might hit them with a 16 or, a 32, or if you might hit them with something, right? as comics, do y'all be backstage hitting on, like, going doing the dozens, kind of verbally jousting? Have you had any like? I know it's been times where you've gone to places and freestyled, and somebody was like, for the rest of their life when they see it, hey, I'm at time at so and so when you did, Dub had a time when he tried to freestyle one time and he got burnt by the corniest dude in the whole club. But that's neither here nor there. But people remember you from your classic, your intimate classic moments. Do you have moments like that where you were backstage with some comedians and y'all was roasting each other and you just hit somebody with some stuff and they're like, man, I can't believe you said that, and that's your calling card for them in life?
Yeah. When we backstage, it's a lot of shit going on. So, and when we backstage, man, sometimes we'll be back there and we'll be clowning each other. We'll be talking about each other. Scarface was back there at the Improv, man. This was the last show that I had at the Improv. It was me, Bubba Dub, JB. Scarface was back there, and Tracy McGrady.
Mm-hmm.
And
as in JB Smooth?
No. He's a comedian, another comedian out of Dallas. And we was all sitting there, and Face was just talking shit. Scarface was being Scarface.
Yeah.
He was roasting everybody, baby.
Yeah.
So we all started roasting him. And there was another comedian back there. I don't know him offhand, but he was like, yeah, I'm the best comedian, because Scarface asked, he said, well, who y'all think is the best up-and-coming comedian in the game?
Yeah.
And he said, I'm the best. And man, we tore his ass up.
The best at what?
Yeah, we tore his ass up. And we tore him up so bad when he got on stage, he bombed, right? So when he got off the stage, we tore his ass up when he came back.
Oh man, y'all shook that man whole show off, man.
But I was told that every good comedian has bombed.
Is what?
Every good comedian has bombed.
Every great comedian has bombed, man.
Okay.
There's not a comedian in the business that can say, man, I've never bombed in my life. I watched Charlie Murphy, the late Charlie Murphy, bomb at Southern University. And we were sitting in the audience. We had went to the show and we sat in the audience and watched him bomb. And the crowd was just booing him. And Charlie just said, I got my goddamn money. I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every comedian bombed. This was before I even got in comedy, though. This was way before I had gotten to comedy and stuff like that. But when I got into comedy, I realized that everybody bombed. Yeah, Dave Chappelle bombed. And he was on a big stage.
Yeah.
So we all bomb, man. It just depends on the crowd. Sometimes you might go to a room, or you might be in a arena or whatever, and that crowd don't really want to see you. They ain't really come there to see you. So, you get on stage and they ain't trying to hear what you got to say, and your jokes ain't really hitting on shit to them because they ain't there to hear you.
They gotta hear somebody else.
They don't laugh at
open like.
Yeah, they there to see somebody else.
Yeah.
I done been in rooms where the opener, the guy who opens the show up, he done had more people there. Like they'll have 40 people there to watch him perform. And he go on stage and he do his thing, and then we go up there and we don't do as good because they wasn't there to see us. They was there to see him.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit what we talking about. Like our jokes may be funny, but they don't care. Like they came to see their people.
That's
it happens.
That's one thing about Houston. I noticed that happens to us a lot too. Sometimes when you go somewhere and people weren't necessarily there to see you, you know what I'm saying? And so you end up having to win over a crowd that you're like, damn, I gotta win them over. And and the material is not bad. The material is high quality, but like you said, they ain't come to see you, man. So it don't matter what you say. It don't matter what you say.
They don't care.
I'm like, shit, your name is not blah blah blah. So we ain't trying to see you.
Like they're not, and Houston, and believe it or not, Houston is really not a tough place. You know what I'm saying? Like Houston is not. Houston actually shows love, man. Like, they really show love. Like, they'll come out and support you. But Houston is tough too, because the minute you fuck up, they don't want to support you as anymore. They done. You got one time with them. Like, they'll support you and love you till you mess up that one time. Once you mess up, they done with you. They ain't coming to no more shows. You'll be doing a room with 5 people in there. They ain't coming.
Okay, I got another question for you. This is gonna be the third best question you ever heard all your life, but it's kind of long, but it's okay. So, we
You
talk
gotta say
about.
pause after that, bro.
I ain't gotta say pause. It's kind of long, baby. You know, they know what it is, and you know what I'm saying. My female. Anyway, so we talk about social issues on the pod sometimes. You know, we talk about how we as a people deal with each other, and in entertainment, you know, we sometimes are we with the I heard, oh, I heard this, I heard that, I heard this. Like, that's how we get our information about entertainment. Like, we don't be knowing nothing about no splits or about no time frame. We just be like, well, I heard so and so and so and so, right? A lot of he say, she say, she I, you know what I'm trying to say. So this thing came out the other day about Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears, and I don't know if you guys familiar with it, but there was a skit they did in 2008. It was you know,
2013.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, 2013.
Sure.
It was like through the eyes of a pedophile or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and so what my thing about the commentary from our people that I've been seeing is like, you know, this is I'm like, man, that's a bad joke. That's all it really was. Like, it's just a bad joke. But you have to have some kind of understanding that these type of jokes, like, comedians go through that's like a bad joke. Like, okay, I'm not trying. They're not. Tiffany Haddish is not a pedophile, I don't think, and Ari Spears is not a pedophile per se. They had a bad joke. They had a bad idea. It happens. You know what I mean? But like I said, we look at things so matter of factly sometimes as people that it's like, yeah, that's that. What do you feel about that? About the way they're being portrayed in the media and the way people are reacting to the video?
That's a good question. But I'll tell you like this. I don't know what made them do that joke. It's some things that just off limits.
Yeah.
If you watch that entire bit,
yeah,
there were certain things about that bit that even comedians was like, yeah, I wouldn't even touch that shit.
Yeah.
The bathtub scene with the little boy in the tub, and when Eric Spears got in the tub with him, that was like, nah, man. I don't know what made them do that shit. I would have never touched that. And if they would have did it, it's certain ways you go about that. It's certain things you just don't do. I wouldn't even bring no kids in it.
Yeah.
I think that it was poor. It was horrible, man. And it kind of put a black eye on comedy, to be honest with you, because we already get the short end of the stick with everything. Like, you know, people are so sensitive right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things you can't say. You know, you can't talk about certain communities. Or you'll get canceled. This is cancel culture, and everybody want to be canceling everybody and stuff like that. So we dealing with a lot. And then, you know, you come back and you put this out here, and it's like, wow, like, so comedians just don't even care what they talk about. They don't care what they do. Or,
yeah.
You know, they just it was bad, man. And me having kids, you know, and me even going through the things that I went through as a child.
Yeah.
Kind of like, damn, bro, like, y'all gonna do it like that. It happened 3 years. The video is 3 years old, though. You know,
yeah, so. The videos. I know the video's old, The thing
Yeah.
about it, and it got uploaded to Funny or Die, and you
hmm
know, yeah, I think it's a fine light. It's
Which
a
is
fine,
Will Ferrell's.
yeah, yeah.
Will Ferrell actually owns Funny or Die. So
See, the funny thing
yeah,
about that is he went viral with in his first when it first because he had a skit where his daughter was doing a bunch of cursing, and it was
yeah,
like his daughter was the landlord, and they were doing voiceovers or whatever, and
hmm
you know, so it's like I get it. To me, I just think that if you do something in bad taste, it's like you said, the cancel culture. Sometimes it goes too far to where it's like now you label something as one thing something else because like it's man I didn't heard Andrew Dice Clay go way far left. You know what I mean? I done heard some comedians go way far left. Like
yeah.
so it's like I'm not condoning what they're saying, but I'm also saying like man we throw ourselves under the bus so fast, man. Like
What brought it on though? What? Why now? Because I thought this was something that got recorded like in 2013 or 2014, and I
it was
thought this
Yeah.
was like her friends' kids, and they're no longer friends. They try. I read somewhere they tried to pay him like 15 grand because this came up a couple of years ago. Why did it come back up now though? I'm trying to figure out what happened to bring it back up now. Like, is it a new case?
Well, the lady is suing again, but what brought it up is sometimes we put our foot in our own mouth. If Eric Spears wouldn't have said what he said about Lizzo,
mm-hmm.
nobody wouldn't know about this, man.
I did see
Um,
he said something about her last week. He said something like she looked like the shit emoji. She
yeah,
built like the shit emoji or something.
like the shit emoji, and he said she's a great singer, but she's too goddamn big to be doing this, that, and the third. Man, listen. Here's the thing, and y'all entertainers, so y'all know where I'm coming from with it when I say this. In this day and age now, when you say something and the masses don't agree with you, bro, they'll go pull up they'll go back and they'll pull up a tweet or they'll pull up an old video and they'll put it out there. When he said what he said about Lizzo, somebody went deep down in the archives, man, because Funny or Die had deleted that video. That video was
Yeah.
not even on Funny or Die no more. Somebody found that video and put it out there. Tiffany Haddish just happened to be in the middle of it.
Yeah.
If 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 he wouldn't have said what he said, nobody wouldn't have went out and looked for that video. That video wouldn't even be talked about right now. But to embarrass him and to make him feel to bring him back down to size, they had to do that. And I do voiceovers, right? I do a lot of voiceovers. Like I do voiceovers for Ben 10 and things like that,
Yeah.
right? So when Hollywood has a way of bringing you down to where you need to be. When you're at the top and you think you're getting too big, there's people at the top who will do something to bring you back down and put you back at the level where you at. Now, you're not an A-list. You can't speak on another A-list. You're a D-list celebrity, so we going to embarrass you,
Mm-hmm.
bring your ass back down to the D-list, the way you at. Eric Spears is not an A-list celebrity. You talking about Lizzo, who's an A-list celebrity. You D-list, nigga. You don't belong up there. This is not this conversation shouldn't even be. You should have just did away with the conversation.
Next question. Yeah. Next question.
Yeah, that's how you handle that. Because Hollywood have a way, man. Hollywood got a lot of dips and corners in certain things, man, that you're not even supposed to speak about because you're not at that level. I'm an F-list celebrity. I ain't even a D nigga. I'm an F. I'm an F minus. I'm at the bottom goddamn totem pole. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really not supposed to be talking about the F plus celebrity. I need to be talking about the niggas who F minus with me. You know?
I'm curious. I'm curious to how it's gonna play out because Tiffany Haddish is an A-list celebrity at this point. You know.
Is she an A-list celebrity, bro?
Hell yeah, bro.
I would say yes and no.
She got like 4 or 5 shows out right now.
Tiffany, but see, they make Tiffany one way. Tiffany is one dimensional.
Yeah.
They haven't even let Tiffany show her range yet. So I wouldn't say she's an A-list just yet. Tiffany has always been the hood chick in every movie that she played in. She always got to be that old ignorant broad.
Yeah.
She's not. She hasn't got that part, that role where everybody thinks she's serious. Like she hasn't got that part yet.
You think
when she gets that role, then she's still funny. She still wants.
You think she has that in her though? Like, do you think that's
you know what?
in her wheelhouse?
You know what? Shit, we didn't think it was in Kevin Hart either. And Kev played the hell out that movie on Netflix with Wesley Snipes. We didn't think Kev could do that.
I think Kevin Hart got talent though. I think like Kevin Hart has real talent.
Kev got range.
Hold up,
But we look at Kev totally different now.
Oh, you didn't see that shit, bro?
When Kev played that role,
he was like almost playing himself, bro. And like Wesley Snipes was his crooked brother who kept putting him in bad situations.
Did not see it.
And Kev played the shit out that role. Kev messed me up because I was like, damn, I ain't think Kev could do that. I didn't think Kev could play that.
Soul Plane was a good movie.
Serious.
Get out of here.
Soul Plane was a good movie.
Stop it.
Soul Plane was. So you telling me Soul Plane wasn't a good movie, and the other movie he played in with Dame Dash, bro?
Soul Plane was the worst movie ever made.
Oh man, y'all tripping, man. Soul Plane was fire, bro. What are you talking about?
Snoop Dogg was a pilot, man.
Bro,
exactly. Snoop a pilot.
Method Man was, man. Come on now, man.
Who was your African homie that got knocked out in the hot tub? He acted. He a comedian too.
Godfrey. Yeah, he was in that. Okay, so since we here,
Soul Plane funny, man. Y'all hating, bro.
Nah, man. What's your top 5 comedians?
Of all time, or
all
dead
time,
alive, or just alive?
All time.
All time.
Yeah.
Dave.
Okay.
Red.
Okay.
Gotta have Red in there.
Dave, Red, Richard, Eddie.
Okay.
And Eddie.
Who?
Eddie
and
Dave. Who? Yeah.
Eddie and Eddie.
Oh, Eddie Griffin and Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Eddie Griffin. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my top 5. I might be a little different. I got Rich at 1. I got Dave at 2. I got George Carl at 3. Carlin. George Carlson.
Yeah.
Carlin, obviously his name.
Mm-hmm.
Got him at 3. I got Eddie at 4. And at 5. Man, that 5 spot is hard, man. At 5, I'm gonna put Carlos Miller.
Damn.
Now it's hard for me to put somebody new in now because Bill Burr is actually
Bill Burr is hard. Bill Burr is hard.
I could put Bill Burr in my top 5 too because Bill Burr is awesome. I could put Neil Brennan in there. Neil Brennan. Let me tell you something. Neil Brennan is probably one of the white boys that nobody even knows about.
Yeah, I like Neil
Brennan.
I like him, but I don't like Bill Burr.
And Neil, I watched Neil in Minnesota. I literally watched Neil Brennan surgically dissect a whole entire crowd after they were rowdy. Like these people was going nuts in this damn arena. Neil Brennan got on stage and told that shit up. Excuse my language. I was like, God damn. And he did it easy. Here's a guy who wrote the Chappelle Show.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. Yeah, I like Aziz Aziz. I can't say his last name.
Aziz is pretty funny.
Aziz is pretty funny.
Yeah, Aziz, he's pretty funny as well.
How does
Bill Burr? Bill Burr listen, Bill Burr can tell stage up too, man.
Yeah.
Bill Burr is cold.
How y'all feel about Andrew Schultz?
Nice.
Mid.
I like him. I like
He's
Schultz.
he's better than mid, bro. Schultz is nice.
He's as a comedian or as being funny.
I mean, as a comedian, Schultz is nice.
I think he mid as being funny. He's a funny guy, but like, I mean, I'm not saying he's not like he's top 100, but I'm saying like he's not in the conversation with like Bill Burr or like with
I think he's
Fox.
in there. No, well, no, not
Bill Burr is, man. But what do you say? He said like if you put the fucking in front of the word or behind the word, it changes the whole way you say it. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
like
I heard that.
Yeah, I was like, man, that's
now
so
Andrew
true.
Schultz, that infamous,
Yeah.
that Andrew Schultz got, that's special. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, I got a question. How come Della Reese doesn't make y'all top 5? I fucks with Della Reese,
this
bro.
This guy here was Della Reese, man. Della Reese is kind of funny, but
now
Della Reese was what?
she's kind of funny, but
Mom's Maybelline. You ever heard Mom's Maybelline?
I heard a little bit of the content. She was funny and vulgar.
Them women back in the day, they were raw. Like they had to keep up with the men.
Yeah.
And so it was like they were raunchy.
I noticed none of y'all had any kings of comedy in y'all top 5.
now, I was thinking about Cat Williams.
Nah, I fuck with the Mac man, bro.
Bernie Mac. He's funny.
I like
Bernie
Mac.
Mac.
I don't. Here's the thing with Mac. I love Mac. I don't think Mac was a GOAT. People like to crown. People like to put you in that GOAT status when you die.
It's true.
He was there for me when he was alive, though, man. Bernie Mac was funny as fuck.
He was funny, but
He was.
But he wasn't like. I don't think. I mean, he's funny.
But Mac never had a special.
That too.
That is, yeah.
He died before. The only special he had was the Kings of Comedy.
It was.
He never had a special. He had a TV show, but no special. Mac was never given a special. So
who you with?
Like, I think that if he would have had a special, he would have tore it up. But he wasn't even given the opportunity to have a special. I think a lot of people were scared of him having a special because Mac would have tore that shit up to where nobody else would have been able to say the shit that Mac would have said. I think he was on his way to GOAT status, but to me, like, Lord rest his soul, I'm just not a person to say, just because he did to go. No, I'm not. I can't do that. I won't even like his legacy. He left a lasting legacy, but and he was great, but he wasn't a GOAT.
What about Keenan Ivory Wayans?
Huh?
That's a GOAT. Him and Robert Townsend.
Yeah.
Keenan and Robert are GOATs.
They go, but not a stand-up though. Not as stand-up comedians to me.
No, the writers.
They wrote a lot of that shit.
They're the best to do it. Them two was the best the two best black writers to ever do it.
Better than Paul Mooney?
Did you?
Better than Paul Mooney.
Did you see?
Better.
It fucked me up when I saw who got writing credit for Raw.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy, what's called it, Keenan Wayans.
Yeah, it was Keenan.
They was all on there.
It was Keenan.
Keenan wrote this shit.
Did Raw. Yeah. Go check Robert Townsend out. Go see how many writing credits Robert Townsend had. It's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah, when you watch Raw, it's written by Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Yeah, Robert Townsend and Keenan Ivory Wayans are literally like they were the best to do it. They were the best. If you know the history of how Keenan Ivory Wayans came up with Raw, you would be like, yeah, this shit is crazy. Mm-hmm. He thought of them jokes in 2 days. That shit was wrote in 2 days. Like, them dudes was cold. They were behind their years.
Paul Mooney always seemed like a more extreme Dave Chappelle. Like, you know, Chappelle will give you the commentary in a digestible way that's still funny and make you think. And Paul Mooney was just raw with it. Paul Mooney was funny as hell.
Paul was Richard writer.
Yeah.
He wrote for Richard for many, many, many years. You know,
I
but
don't know about this.
he wrote for Richard.
This writing credit.
He wrote for Richard. Yeah, he wrote for Richard, but Richard wrote too. It wasn't Paul just writing and giving Richard.
I'm talking about this Raw because I watched Raw several times, and I did notice him having a writing credit, but it wasn't. It was Eddie Murphy and Keenan Ivory Wayans. But you know that could be just talk because I can't go by that.
Keenan Ivory Wayans is writing. Him and Robert Townsend, man. Robert Townsend was another one that was just like, them dudes is brilliant, bro. Like they were, like, I mean, the things that the comedians that they wrote for, and Living Color was ahead of his time.
It was. And Living Color was fire.
Yeah, that was ahead of his time, man. And Living Color would be popping right now. Like Nick Cannon is doing what Keenan did. That wilding out ain't nothing but that wilding out is just on a different scale of In Living Color. It's just In Living Color was
better.
Bar none.
In Living Color was better.
Keenan, and then you look at what Keenan did. Keenan produced a lot of your great comics. Jim Carrey is hilarious.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, Tommy Davidson, Marlon came on there after he graduated high school. Yeah. Jamie Foxx, Tim Wayans.
People forget how good of a comic Jamie Foxx is, bro.
Jamie Foxx is not a comic.
Jamie is
people forget because he's so talented and he does so much.
He's not a comic though, man. He's not a comic.
Jamie Foxx has legit stand up though.
His stand ups were like
Jamie is a monster.
Jamie got legit stand up, bro.
His stand ups to me were more like like he was up there like he had a show, bro. Like he'd be singing, he'd be telling jokes.
No,
like it was a whole.
His stand up was legit.
Security. I think I need security.
That shit was funny.
One of the best. Yeah, that shit was hilarious. It was hilarious. I'm gonna tell you somebody else that people that most people don't even think about, but he's funny as well. See David Allen Grill?
Oh yeah.
Bruh, if you ever get it, I don't think he's really gonna do stand up no more. But if he does, and you ever get a chance to go see him perform, take the opportunity to just go see him and watch him, brother. These dudes. Keenan had a group of people, man, that was in Living Color that was so cold on stage that we didn't even get a chance to see. Like we didn't. Think about it like this. Tommy Davidson was a crackhead on In Living Color. We didn't even get to really see Tommy Davidson in his true form because he was on drugs so much the nigga was stayed in jail. He was going back and forth to jail. Jim Carrey was doing so much off stage to where he couldn't even do on stage work. Like, these dudes was just that talented. Jamie did one special, maybe two. I think it maybe two. And then he went to the movies.
Yeah.
Like, these niggas was cold, man.
Jamie Foxx is probably underappreciated gift to us from, you know, the entertainment gods. Because he does it all.
He do so much, you take it for granted, bro. It's just like, oh, Jamie Foxx doing some more fire shit. You take it for granted because he do so much.
Jamie is the most unappreciated comedian in the game, bro.
Jamie Foxx is... And
Jamie got to be top 3 unappreciated comedians.
I'm gonna tell you why Jamie Foxx is not fair. And this is just touching one thing he does. Bro, his impressions are fire. He might be top 5 impressionists in the game, bro. Just off impressions.
Yeah.
I ain't even talking about actual stand-up comedy ability, acting range, musical ability. This man got don't he got some Grammys?
He got a couple. He got Grammys. He got platinum records. He got, you know, he got
this man can do serious roles, bro, in acting. Like, he's a legit actor, bro. It's not like a bullshit.
That's why the Kevin Hart serious role, like, even though he killed it, y'all say, Jamie set the bar so high for comedians going to see it. Jamie and Eddie. I think Eddie's underappreciated when it comes to taking serious roles too, because if you think about it, in a lot of his movies, he played the straight guy and the funny guy. Like Bowfinger. Have y'all seen Bowfinger?
Mm-hmm.
Bowfinger is like the funniest movie, one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. And he played the straight character and he played like three roles. The Clumps. He was playing like 8 roles at the same time.
Yeah.
Underappreciated.
I noticed we didn't mention Martin Lawrence or Bill Cosby in our greats.
Bill Cosby funny.
Martin is a GOAT.
Martin is funny too. I wasn't a big fan of Martin, but he's funny.
Cosby not a GOAT?
Cosby. You ever watch any Bill Cosby stand up?
Cosby is like family friendly GOAT status comedy, bro.
I'm saying like
he's a GOAT at raping.
Like the early Bill Cosby when he used to wear, like when he used to hang out with Sidney Poitier
and wear them leisure suits.
And him and Darren Sharp are GOATs in raping, boy. They ain't nobody raping like they rape.
Darren Sharp or something else though.
Then when he got to like when he's like in his 40s and he was telling the dad jokes, but he was like high level dad jokes.
Cosby was funny, bro.
Cosby's very funny, man.
I'm talking about like you had the Cosby Show, then you had the one where it was just him and
Felicia
Rashad. That shit was funny too, bro.
I'm saying like Cosby had to stand up, man. I'll never forget this, man. He was like, man, ideas hide in your ass. Cause he's like, every time you have an idea, you be wondering like, man, what I was gonna do. And as soon as you sit down, you be like, oh. It's like the idea must be, because every time as soon as you sit down, like, I remember now. Cosby's pretty funny, man. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. Pilly. So who do you see as the who are some young guns in the comedy game that you guys are looking at? I really like All Deaf Media. Is that what it's called? Yeah, All Deaf with Roast Me, those guys, Billy Sorrells, like you said before, Craig Washington, that whole gang, Kev on Stage, all those guys are pretty funny. Who are some guys that new school that you guys like?
I'm not a fan of Kev on Stage, bro.
Kev on Stage.
Bubba Dub. You got cats like Bubba Dub.
Yeah.
You got Ha Ha Davis.
Okay.
I like Ha Ha. Bub is my guy, man.
Trash. Trash.
I got shit. I look at myself. I'm gonna be cocky. I don't know. My damn self,
Oh, that's right. I tell you, Dub, we got him back into a show, man, to a comedy show. The great Ashton Vito is throwing his 1-year anniversary. I forgot. I think it was, it's a Thursday, September 20 something. So we got we're supposed to be in the house, man.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. That's like a little brother to me, man. He does, man. I like DC. I think DC is funny, man.
DC Young Fly?
Yeah, DC Young Fly.
Man, he had to grow on. He had to grow on me, man. He had to grow on me.
And Carlos Miller is Carlos, man.
Carlos Miller that's a treasure,
ain't nobody.
man.
Yeah, Los is a beast, man. Los do this. He do this effortless.
Yeah.
He do this comedy effortless, man.
I like Chico too.
Yeah, I like Chico too, man. Chico Bean, them 85 South boys, them boys nice. They all nice with it.
I ain't gonna lie, I like Carlos and DC together. When that young energy, that old energy together, they pretty funny.
Yeah.
They're pretty funny.
Los have an old soul.
Yeah.
So it's like with Los, like I said, man, he do this so effortless. You watching him, man, he don't even put effort into his funny.
Yeah. Like he just come and just be funny and he leaves, man.
Solid.
Roaches.
It just comes out naturally.
Yeah. Roaches everywhere. Roaches in my hair. Roaches.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's a lot of these comedians, the internet comedians and stuff. Yeah. They be funny, but you know, when you put them on the stage, man, they can't hold a light or a candle, man.
Yeah. You know, I like a lot of the comedians that can. I like more than one style of comedy. You know, so like I was saying, George Carlin. I like George Carlin comedy. He's a thinker. You know what I mean? I like Cat Williams. He's a thinker as well. You know, I like.
George Carlin was awesome, man. George Carlin was.
Yeah, I don't. Sometimes.
Man.
Yeah, he was the man.
You went back on. You went back with that. George Carlin was a dog.
I used to listen to that nigga Crazy all the time. That record. And listening to Mudbone and all that kind of stuff, man. And it's like the creativity.
You really a historian.
Man, I've been trying to tell people, man. You know, I tried to tell my co-host one day. I was like, man, I have a compulsive disorder with information. So I can go. I'm like, we might have a discussion or disagreement, and not saying that I know it or I know, but I'm saying like, I'm not just pulling this off the top of my. I'm like, I really dig deep into subject matter so that I can have an understanding of knowing what the hell's going on. But like,
you dig deep into what you want to dig deep into, and then if it's a subject that somebody else isn't as interested in as you are, you want to criticize them.
Come to hater, man.
But then I'll ask you something, and then you'll brush that shit off because you don't know about it, and then you want to talk about something else.
If I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you I don't know about it, bro.
No, you won't. You'll like try to bullshit your way through it, and then be like, I don't know.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you off the film. I don't know nothing about all that pagan stuff you be trying to talk about, man. I don't know about that, bro. You have the information about that. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you about some other things, but I can't tell you about no pagan, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Did you ever read about Operation Fast and Furious?
No, I did not, bro. I did not.
Gotcha. That's all.
But do you want to tell us about it? Do you want to tell us about it?
No, I've already talked to somebody else on that podcast.
See how I'm saying? See how my partner do me? My co-host?
No, because literally the first day I brought the shit up.
Talk about it then, man.
Literally the first day I brought the shit up, I talked about it. And I had commentary for you about it. And you brushed that. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about this. That's how you did. No, that 100% is how you did me, bro.
I will go to the film, bro. You know,
man, fuck you in your film.
See what I'm saying?
No. Because you ain't gonna say nothing. Because if you actually go to the film and find evidence that I was wrong, you're gonna post it.
Exactly.
And you've only posted one time that I've been wrong about something.
Bruh, I know because I'm a good guy, man. I don't do like you do me, man. I ain't gonna post all the time.
Up, bro. Hey, man, shut that shit up. That bullshit.
See what I'm saying? See that Mountain Dew and that what's called is starting to kick in, man.
But I'm not JB. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm not doing that tonight.
See what I'm saying? Why are you so sensitive, man? We having a good time, man. We talking about what's called and you talking about what you're not gonna do tonight, man.
I'm not gonna feed into your. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just not gonna feed into your
narratives out here.
Your narrative that you're trying to say that I can't hold my liquor because I had Mountain Dew mixed with Miller Lite, which was pretty good. I'm not drunk. I just don't feel like dealing with you trying to create a narrative about me tonight, bro. I just don't.
I'm not creating any narrative, brother. But you know what I'm saying? We can mosey on down a different trail if that makes you happy, man. It'll make me happy to make you happy, man.
Hey, man, do whatever what God tells you to do, bro. If you want to mosey down any trail, mosey down the trail you want to mosey down, bro.
Y'all must be real close friends, huh? Y'all argue like y'all brothers.
We've been doing this shit for 20 years, man. Jesus.
Man, this guy right here, man.
I can hear the years in it.
This guy right here, man.
Because Boogie is the true antagonist. So Boogie tries to get under your skin, and that's his goal in life is to get under someone's skin. And then once he does it, he that nigga, you know that nigga that your parents told you about, you gotta watch them niggas that throw the rock and hide their hand? That nigga.
He protecting all my sayings. And then
except he African, so he chunked the spear and hide his hand, bro. You know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking right there. It always got to be some extra on his. He was like, I'm throwing rocks, but then he just came out with the spirit joke. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I assume that you were a better spirit thrower than rock thrower.
See, and then you try to make it, man. You know what? You're lucky I found a new space in life to be in, because that would be the check mark right there where I start to go left and be the bookie that I used to be.
Go left.
But I've changed, bro. 28 a day, man. 28 day club, man. Shout out to my boy, my guy, man, Kwame, the millionaire profit finder, man. Put me down with the shirt 28 a day, man. We're gonna have a long talk, me and him, and we're gonna get some things taken squared away with 16 shots, man. So it's coming soon. But man, I don't want to hold you all night, man. It's 11:30 here. I know it's 12:30 there, Dub. Love having you on the show, big brother Maul.
I appreciate y'all, man.
I'm gonna try to make it to this. You see, y'all on 24th, right?
21st,
Yeah.
and you said you were on the 21st in Birmingham, right?
Yeah, in
Oh, no, I ain't
Birmingham.
Burger King. Last time I was Birmingham, they ain't went back. I was like,
Yeah,
and
I'll be
don't
at the
come back
Stardome.
here.
I'll be at the Stardome in Hoover, right outside of Birmingham, in Hoover, Alabama, at the Stardome Comedy
I know
Club.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yep, I'll be there, and then I'll be in San Antonio, October 26th. I'll be in the Tone.
Okay.
So if any of your followers in San Antonio and in Alabama, y'all come get y'all a good laugh. Come rock with your boy.
Let me see. You said October what? But I know that's okay. It's baby girl birth. That's a
October
Wednesday.
26th.
That's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make one of these shows, man. I gotta make some shows, man. I'm
Yeah, man. Whenever you in Houston, let me know, man. I'm always hitting up a few little spots and I do little, guest spots. I actually just did a guest spot today with TK Kirkland at
okay.
the Comedy Line. So yeah.
Have you ever been to the secret group?
Yep.
What's that like, man? They've been trying to get me going there for a minute. I got a friend over there.
It's pretty cool.
Like, come
It's pretty
to
cool
open
up
mic.
there. Yeah, when you get up there, you just make sure you park it somewhere safe because you might come out and your car just robbed. But yeah, they've been broken your car up there. But
downtown, right?
Downtown, down the street from Warehouse Live.
I know exactly where it's on the corner right there. I know exactly where it's at.
Yep.
Used to be.
Oh, that's what that. Yeah, nah, it's right by the gym. It's right by Blue Fitness. What they call it? EADO. What they say, bro? How you say that shit?
Edo.
EO. Yeah.
Edo East downtown. Baby Third Ward.
Nah, they will break into your car over there, bro.
I'll just catch the bus down there. Like, this nigga got the bus to come tell jokes? Yes, man.
So how many days a week is the secret group open? And so I never knew it was us. I thought it was the other folks.
Well, I don't know how many days. Oh no, that's a good question. I don't know how many days they open, but I know on the weekends they normally be having shows and stuff like that.
So before you go, are there any trash comedians that you just don't like their jokes?
There's always be a bunch of trash comedians that I don't like jokes. I'll just say this. A lot of comedians' jokes be trash and ran down and through, but they can always do better. So it might be trash to me, but it may be something funny to somebody else. So I typically never tell them that they stuff is trash because, who am I? I'm just one person, so, but yeah, there's a bunch of them out here. But
well, I feel like we're gonna see Young James Boogie on a comedy stage near you soon. Real soon.
I think I'm hoping we do. We need to catch him up there one day.
Man, if I get up there, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be ugly, man. If my joke, so I got a
They're
whole
going to
bit.
antagonize.
But ain't that the purpose of being a comedian or book? So it sounds like what you're telling me is if you get on stage, your joke's gonna be funny.
No, I'm saying that I got it because see, I feel like to be candid and honest, I would definitely do some I would do some Caucasoid strong places first before I did some of our people because I think that the comedy that I would go through it would be I'm not gonna tell a bunch of hood jokes. You know what I'm saying? My comedy might be a little might be more abstract than our people are used to. You know what I mean?
Give us a joke. Give me a joke right quick.
Cats. Everybody think that cats are like these adventurers and stuff, but really they're just stupid. Like they leave the house and don't know where the hell they at. So they get out of the house and they're like, "Where am I? Where am I?"
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
I was waiting for the punchline, bro.
But that is the
Exactly.
punchline.
That shit was trash.
Trash. No, man, but it do be like I be thinking everybody's like, oh, they're so adventurous. They go off and they'll come back. No, they lost, man. They lost for like 4 days, man. They don't know where they at. They asking their friends, hey, yo, Marvin, do you know how to get home, man? I'm lost too.
Is this you adding on to the joke?
You ever thought that animals like when they like we call them Puffy or Blue Eyes or whatever, but like their real names like Malachi or like something biblical, and like you call them by you're like, oh, Boopy, come here, and their friends outside like, Boopy, he just called Malachi Boopy.
So that's the whole bit.
No, that's just I was freestyling right there.
Oh, okay.
Showing you my range.
All right. Let's write them down, bro. Let's
You know what I'm
write
saying?
them down.
Bro.
Let me write it like a joke or two.
No, you can't run my jokes, bro.
Why I can't write a joke or two, bro?
I mean, you're gonna have me something crazy, man. I know you. You're gonna have me saying something. I don't know, but I don't trust your writing.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't have to write anything for you to be sounding crazy.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, man? With friends like these, who needs enemies? Oh. Friend.
Oh, that's part of the bit as well.
No,
yeah, we got to work on your stand up.
That was the truth. That was the truth, man. You're a professional book putter downer.
Okay.
Anyway, man, this has been another. What's the name of this podcast again, bro?
We've talked about this. You're not allowed to do the outro.
What's the name of this podcast, man?
It's the 16 Shots Podcast with one young James Boogie and AR Dub.
Tell me how you took it. I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
You're not gonna play the intro because I said it. That's what you're doing. You're the only person that have because you got the button, so you can push the button. So you can't just push the button. We can't show off for company. That's how you acting.
Now let's begin the story.
Man, I'm saying, man.
That time, motherfuckers. Dub down, motherfuckers.
H-Town's finest. 16 Shots Podcast.
Maul and Boogie Show. The Maul and Boogie Show. The Maul and Boogie Show. That sounds good, don't it?
You can do whatever you want to do as long as I produce it. I don't care.
The Maul. That sounds good, don't it? Right? It's called it Who Orleans, right? Houston and New Orleans put together.
Now you gonna owe me some money for that one because that's my line.
Tell me, bro. I made that up, bro.
You did not make that up, bro.
I got the shirt that I made up.
You made the shirt. I made the line.
I got it's in my song. What you talking about?
It's not in your song. It's in my verse first, bro. I said it first. I said welcome to New Orleans. I made up the line after Katrina when everybody came to Houston, bro. So don't even try to steal my line. Line stealing ass nigga.
This man stealing line. I can't believe after 20 years,
you line stealing ass, non-rapping ass nigga, bro.
You pull out the line and then you pull out the line. Oh, nigga left. You pull out the line and I pull out the line.
Huh?
You pull out the line and I pull out the line. You put the line out. You pull your line out and I pull my line out. And we pull our line side by side and we'll see you said it first.
I said it first. Kevin put on the shirt. You made the design for the shirt.
Historically wrong. But
Did we or did we not have shirts that said Hugh Orleans? Yes or no?
yes, because that was
Who made the design? Who made the design?
I made the design.
Who made the line?
I made the line too.
You ain't make no line up, nigga.
All right, man. Have a good
All
night,
right, so
bro.
next pod, you play the song that you got the line in.
All right. What's the name? What's the next time we pardon?
On normal pod days, Tuesday.
Bet. Say